Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Sting, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Philly, Chester. Take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. Nope. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. Can't make this up, it's all cosmetic. Truly believe nothing happens unless God let it. Y'all ain't used to nothing, it's cold. Jamaicans bobsledding, and the cool runnings, they throw pussy because I'm eye-catching. For insurance, be progressive while you progressing. Funny, he ain't like school, it died and became a lesson. And his daughter just learned the 1, 2, 3s, ABCs. But niggas out here with choppers and 2, 2, 3. Land under make believe. And money I have, anybody you wanna make believe. Give you the same feeling as little kids on Christmas Eve. I'm too gifted, I should take my spot right under the tree. Right degrees to the shit, that's why they sit in pity under me. Then wonder why they still stink. Don't tell me how to think, you seen Frank Lucas with the mink. Try and be something that they not. ZZ at the bank, thinking that they really fucking with you was your first mistake. Relationships like tug of war, shit give and take. Could take her on no date, I'm getting money, had to make her wait. Milk conversation, stir it up, then want a handshake. That's the last straw. How can people be so damn fake? Why I came to give you something authentic, non-fiction. It's crazy how they bodies grew, but they minds didn't. Now no same niggas locked up with they mind prison. Defense conviction rate better than Steph free throw percentage. Every beat like the electric chair, murder you could witness. They got me feeling like Ali versus Sonny Liston. Then they get in jail and start bitching and wanna turn Christian. Deciding that they was important was your worst decision. That's bad news, the mechanic blaming the transmission. Funny how everybody break when you in transition. They want ball with you long as you assisting everybody on your team. Just don't become the Pistons. If you do, make sure that you the first pick. She tell me that she worth it, I really think she worthless. They claim a mistake, whole time it's on purpose. You thinking that you fucking with me, must be liquid courage, you heard? You take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. It's Dame, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive.
What's the deal, people? How y'all Earthmen doing? You all right? Well, I'm not. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? We gonna go through this roll call. How y'all doing? What's going on? We got Terrence in the building. What's the deal, Terrence? On the money line is in the building. What's the deal? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. Lee Jackson is in the building. What's the deal, Lee? One deep. 209 in the building. What's the deal, fam? Glad that you found the channel. Hope that you continue to keep watching, my guy. Thank you very much. G5 Gabe is in the building. What's the popping, Brody? What's going on? Hope everything is okay. All things 913 is always on all things. Quick way. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Quick channel. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Quick channel. I believe she is 9 Texas time. She's live Thursday, 9 p.m. Texas time. If you're on the East Coast, that'll be 10 o'clock. If you are on the East Coast, that will be 10 o'clock for you. Shout out to my homegirl. Isaiah, what you doing? Yo, Dean, next Boots fight, I'm popping out. The Philly, if he do it there, it's going to more than likely, if he fighting Virgil, it's going to be in Vegas. Isaiah, hope I see you there. Make sure you hit Dame up. I'll make sure I'm highly accessible, you know, Deem highly accessible. You feel me? Band up. Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl champion. Shout out to the 206. George in the building. What's the deal, George? 215 is in the building. Fist of Fury. What's going on, homie? The Netta, what's the deal, baby girl? What's going on? I ain't on Devin today, Netta. It ain't about Devin, okay? Y'all better leave Devin alone and the Netta pop up. Y'all better leave Devi alone. Make sure you listen to her, though, and hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. But definitely make sure you listen to her and hit that like button, hit that super chat, and hit that cash app for your boy. Hold on. We ain't done. Nah, we ain't done because they in the building today. We ain't done because they all in the building. Miss Joette is here. How you doing, Miss Joette? The North is here. The North is here. You understand? Trey Skills, he decided that today he's just going to let y'all know how you don't be an Earthman. He started his off with the super chat already. Salute, Dean. Y'all know I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $9. It is much, much, much appreciated. Shout out to Trey Skills in the building. Kodak. Who that? Kodak? Who that? Kodak in the building, y'all. Y'all know what's going on, man. One Deep said, I've been MIA for a minute. Well, I'm glad that you're here, fam. As long as you're here. That as long as you're here today. That's what matters, homie. Quee, you already know. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. A kilo is in the building. Patrick Bell is here today. He's in the building. Yeah. Yep. On the money line said, if it's in Vegas, I'm there. If it's in Vegas, I'm there too. I was already looking up rooms and everything else. Yeah, Dean was all, I'm already on it. I'm already on it. Quaddy is in the building. What's the deal, player? What up, Quaddy? What's going on? Million Films is here. Y'all heard what Danetta said. Y'all leave my little bro Devin alone. Y'all heard what she said. But DH is here. What's up, player? What's popping, my guy? What's going on? I got the cash app. I don't want you to get none of this money. You got cash app. I don't want you to get none of this money. I got you. The cash app right here. Watch this. Cash app right there on your screen, man. Appreciate you, One Deep. Cash app right there on your screen, man. Anthony Shell is in the building. What's the deal, bro? Big Bob Gunn is here. Bang, bang, bang. I want to start something off. I want to talk about something before we go talk about this, before I really get it started off. You know what content creators got to do? You be the example of what you want to do. Don't tell nobody else. Don't tell me on Deep. I appreciate you, man. I know what you meant. Now I know what you meant. But it's on your screen, One Deep. Thank you, man. With that, if you send $1 out, you can send 50 cents for all I care. I appreciate it, brother. You know what content creators got to stop doing, yo? You be the example of what you want to talk about. Don't tell nobody else what they can talk about. Just tell them not to lie. I don't tell other YouTube channels what to talk about. I just don't like when they lie or they make contradictions. But I still don't tell them what to talk about. You understand? You be the example of what you want to talk about. I see too many people get mad that we talk about certain people. We talk about certain people because they have earned us talking about them. Then we just start talking about Xander Zayas. 2 Cent Boxing is in the building. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to her channel. Amazing content. 2 Cent Boxing is in the building. And if you from Texas and you ain't subscribed, you an Earthman. I'm going to just say. You be the example of what you want to talk about. Super chats is rolling in. I got y'all. I'm going to read this right after I get this off, y'all. I got y'all. Super chats is rolling in. I hope y'all follow suit. I hope you follow suit and show love. Your boy working. You be the example of what you want to talk about. We just had a whole panel talking about Xander Zayas and Emilio Vargas yesterday. Antisocial was in the building. Y'all get mad that I was bringing up Emilio Vargas. Y'all might want to go check Emilio Vargas' Twitter and all that. All I'm going to say is your favorite fighters don't get more likes. And I just, listen, I was trolling yesterday, but I was serious. I was trolling, but I'm serious. You do what you want, do with that. I was trolling, but I was dead up. Go check Emilion Vargas' Instagram. Go check his Twitter and watch everybody be like, yeah, he's star, future of boxing. You got Top Rank, y'all, talking about Latino, the future of Latino boxing. I was trolling, but I was serious. Shout out to my guy, Knockout Boxing. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to his channel. He told y'all yesterday, yeah, Dean trolling. He being funny, but he crazy as a fox, 100%. I am the definition of is a little bit of truth in every joke, though. I'll let you decide which part of it you think I was trolling or being serious about, but that's for you to figure out. And that's how you entertain the people. Crazy as a fox, though. Y'all thought Dean was tripping. Y'all might want to go check Top Rank. You might want to go check Twitter. You might want to go check with what's the guy that duck smoke with me? Dan Canbio. You might want to go check what they saying about Emilio Vargas if y'all thought that I was if y'all thought I was really playing though. Yeah, I was playing, but I wasn't. Just know Dean be on it first. Just know if you hear from a year from now, if what I was trolling about happens, just know Dean be on it first. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to my guy DH in the building. He sent the Dom in the super chat. Bud haunting boxing like the Grudge. We need an exorcism. We need an exorcist. Quaddy in the building with the 199. He says, they not gonna give Boots credit when he win. Don't worry, I'll be right here if they try that. Y'all get mad when we talk about everybody else. Y'all don't be wanting to talk about them. I can't have a panel about Junto Nakatani. Y'all don't care about that. If you want us to talk about other things outside of certain things, then maybe you should support it when we talk about it. So when I talk about Jayo Pataya, if I talk about Jayo Pataya, y'all should make sure that it does thousands of views. If I talk about Junto Nakatani, y'all should make sure it do thousands of views. I would love to talk more about Bam Bam Rodriguez, but are you going to support it? So I'm crazy for not talking about something that you're not going to support. I'm going to say this again. I'm crazy for not talking about something you're not going to support. See, hardcore boxing fans, this is what y'all don't get, that you got to talk about what the casuals want to talk about. That's what gets you popping on YouTube. That's what makes boxing bigger. If you think I'm lying, Bud Crawford was on Aiden Ross with Shakur Stevenson yesterday. They wasn't there for non-exposure. I'm going to say this again. Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson was on Aiden Ross yesterday. They weren't there for non-exposure. Boxing fans, stop telling Dean what y'all want when I see what you want. Stop telling me guys are stars when you clearly don't support them. Stop telling me you be wanting these fights when you don't even support the fighter that you claim you want to fight somebody else, but the other fighter gets support. Stop telling me that. You know how we determine what to talk about? Because we see what y'all talk about. You want to know how Dean wakes up and determine what I'm going to talk about today? I go check Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all over the spaces, everything, and then I see what everybody is talking about. So when Gervonta Davis got a case going on and they arrest him, I'm supposed to talk about Junto Nakatani that day? That's what I'm supposed to do? No, Danetta is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry I ain't looking at the chat all like that because I'm in a. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. I didn't even know how many people was in here because Dean just wanted to start it off and talk about something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. How about when I talk about Scooter Davis? Shout out to Scooter. Make sure it get thousands of views if you want me to talk more about Scooter Davis. Or you don't even care if I talk about Scooter Davis. You'll care once he gives you something to care about. Then you'll support it when Dean talk about it. So if Scooter Davis go up and get a belt or knock out a Raymond Maritile or somebody, then you won't be mad that I'm talking about him because you won't want me to talk about him then. Simple as that. Empty the clip. Boxing, show me with your actions, like Kwee said. I did see that comment. Show me with your actions what you want us to talk about. Yeah. How about that? Because best believe Dean would talk about it if I thought it'd get a lot of views and that you would care if I talked about it. Dean would talk about it if I thought it'd be a conversation that'd give me a bunch of super chats and cash app. I'd talk about it then. Yesterday, I said Gervonta Davis' new opponent live boomed. But then y'all say some stupid shit like, don't nobody care about Gervonta Davis no more. Well, why every time I put him in the thumbnail, I get the most views I get? Why every time when I put him in the thumbnail, it'd be 160 people in here? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going on a little rant about that. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. I told people yesterday, y'all, I was on Twitter. And people got mad. I was like, because they got Shakur Stevenson number 3 pound for pound on the list. And like I told my guy Tago, I was like, well deserved. But the thing I noticed was big flexes in the building. The thing I noticed was the guys on the top 10 pound for pound list, y'all don't even care about, bro. Y'all don't even care about them. Only time I'm able to talk about Alexander Usyk is when Alexander Usyk fight, because Alexander Usyk don't give a bunch of interviews and things to talk about. Dimitri Bivol, the only time we are allowed to talk about Dimitri Bivol is when he fight, because outside of that, he gives us nothing to talk about. Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, what has he been doing for the last 3 weeks? Do you know? No. What about Junto Nakatani? I don't even know if Junto Nakatani speak English or not. You understand? Y'all don't even support the stuff that you claim you care about. The guys on the pound for pound list, since it means so much, they should be the stars in boxing. Oh, I'm crazy. Boxing, y'all care about undisputed and belts and unifications and all of that stuff that y'all keep talking Deem head about, that y'all claim y'all care about so much. Then why the top 10 guys on the pound for why Noah Inoue and Alexander Usyk ain't the biggest stars in boxing? Why? Can you give me a real? They got countries behind them. Remember, they got countries behind them. Why ain't they the biggest stars in boxing then? If what y'all say boxing is about and should be about and what y'all really care about, then why do y'all talk about Gervonta Davis more than you talk about Alexander Usyk, Nakata? Why do y'all talk about Gervonta Davis more than you talk about everybody on the top 10 pound for pound list, period? Let me go through it, please. Then I'm going to check this cash app, and then we're going to get into what we really came here to talk about. Let Dean go through it real fast. Let me go to my Twitter real quick. Yeah, let Dean go to Twitter real quick. Hold on. Let Dean go to Twitter real quick. Ring Magazine pound for pound list, y'all. Alexander Usyk, Nakatani, Shakur Stevenson, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, Dimitri Bivol, Arthur Beterbiev, Junto Nakatani, David Benavidez, Devin Haney, Oscar Collazo. Gervonta Davis get talked about more than all of them combined. Why? But no, Benavidez, why is he the face? For what? We care about unifications and undisputeds and lineal champions and Ring Magazine belts. That's what Donetta, y'all listen every day. Y'all hear what the arguments be every day. I thought that's what is Gervonta Davis' biggest criticism? They say he don't fight nobody. He not going for greatness, but he the most talked about person. Why? Then boxing, you are lying about what you care about. Because clearly, if you thought it was about being integrity and unifications and undisputed, then and Alexander Usyk is a heavyweight, then he for sure should be the face of boxing, right? Oh no, not him. All right, that's just one person. Why Junto Nakatani not the face of boxing? Why Junto Nakatani not the face of boxing? I got a better one for you. What about Noah Inoue? Why he not the face of boxing? And what y'all claim y'all care about so much. Why he not the face of boxing? What about Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez? He number 4. What about him and Shakur Stevenson? Why they not the face of boxing? Why is 7 people on here barely talked about? See, these content creators, y'all, they be talking all of this stuff, but I guarantee even the ones that say that we don't, we all we do is talk about certain people, which is fine, it's cool, because we do, and to a certain extent. I guarantee if I go to your YouTube channel or I go somewhere else, you don't got 100 videos about Alexander Usyk, Noah Inoue, Bam Bam Rodriguez, Dmitry Bivol, Arthur Beterbiev, Junto Nakatani, Oscar Collazo combined. I guarantee you, if I go on people's YouTube channels and go check their titles and go check their videos, I guarantee all of those people I name, they don't have 100 videos on them people combined. They damn sure don't got 100 videos of those men stand alone. They don't have 100 Noah Inoue videos on their YouTube channel. I guarantee it. But I'll do them one better. I guarantee that they don't have 100 combined of all of those 7 guys I named. I guess Dame crazy, huh? Let me ask y'all something. So y'all think that YouTube channels got 100 or more videos of Alexander Usyk, Noah Inoue, Bam Bam, Bivol, Beterbiev, Nakatani, and Oscar Collazo combined? Do you know how many videos 100 videos is? So let's do the math. They at least have to have 10 to 12 videos each of those guys. I think they'll barely hit that marker, and they won't hit it for all 7. Maybe Usyk, maybe Nakatani, maybe Bam. Maybe Inoue. They don't got 10 Nakatani videos on their YouTube channel. Guaranteed. They ain't got 10 Oscar Collazo videos on their whole YouTube channel. Like, since they've been in existence is what I'm talking about. I guarantee they barely got 10 since they've been in existence Noah Inoue videos. And guess what, y'all? I'm about to make it even worse. And then we're going to talk about what we came here to talk about. I'm going to make it even worse. Let's take out when they're fighting. Because that's easy, y'all. Well, no, Deem, I got videos. Look, when Junto fought, when Nakatani fought Steve Foden, Deem, I talked about it. Cool. And that's what I started this off with. I said, what do they give us outside of when they fight to talk about? Take when they fight, because we talk about everybody after they fight, don't we? We talk about Shaqy Foster, Stephen Foden, David Benavidez. It doesn't matter who fight. We talk about them on Sunday or Monday after they fought 9 times out of 10. Somebody going, even if it's not the main title, somebody going to be like, yo, Dame, you seen that fight yesterday? What you think about Gary Antoine Russell fighting such and such? What you thought about Emmanuel Serrano fighting the homegirl? Like, they're going to bring it up. You understand? So we're going to talk about it. I guarantee all of those guys in that I just named, no YouTube channel got 10 videos outside of when they fight the net up. Like I said, I guarantee you no YouTube channel got 100 videos of all of those fighters combined outside of when they fighting. I'm talking about I'm talking about like a today. You know how Tank ain't been fighting? You know how Shakur fight was like, let's say when Devin fought Brian Norman Jr., right? I'm going to give y'all an example. Of course, we're going to talk about it that Sunday and all that. But we still talk about Devin 3 months later after his fight. Nobody's talking about Noah Inoue, Alexander Usyk, Nakatani 3 months after they fight. The only time they're going to talk about them again is when they get a fight announced or they got another fight. You feel me, quickly? That's the only time they're going to talk about them. But y'all say that y'all care so much. One thing, Dean, no, people spend their money on things they care about. People talk about things they care about. So stop telling me everybody care about them so much. If you're not talking about them more and you're not going to go support them more, then you are a liar, sir. You don't care about undisputeds and unifications and all that. No, the truth of the matter is, you only care about that when it's certain fighters. Damn, Dean, is you preaching this? Oh, my Lord. They ain't ready to hear this. This is why this is Dean by any means. You won't hear nobody else say this either. Somebody else try to take my talking point. You know where they got it from. No, you only care about that when it's the certain fighters that we talk about you care about that with. You don't care about that as much with Junto Nakatani and them. Because if you did, you would talk about them on a random Tuesday when boxing is dead. They ain't got no videos outside of when Alexander Usyk, Bivol, all of those guys I named. I guarantee you YouTube channels ain't got no videos, y'all, talking about them a month and a half after they fight. I promise you. Only Junto Nakatani videos these channels got is when he fights. And we can say that about everybody. So that don't count. We talk about Gervonta Davis when he don't fight. We talk about Shakur when he don't fight. We talk about Devin when he ain't fighting. We talk about David Benavidez when he ain't fighting. We talk about Jerron Boots. We talk about Jerron Boots in his, but we talk about Jerron Boots in his sparring. We don't even forget fighting. We talk about Jerron Boots in his sparring. Mm-hmm. So again, if y'all care about it so much, show Dean that you care about it. Show me with your wallet. Show me with your actions. Show me with your wallet and show me with your actions. Y'all barely hit like buttons, but you want me to believe that you're going to buy pay-per-views? Yeah, I think I'm too on fire today. Make sure you hit that super chat, you hit that cash app, you hit that like button, because this is real work. This is real boxing content. Y'all won't even hit the like button, but I think you're going to buy a pay-per-view. The fuck out of here. Who you think you fooling? Who you think you fooling? Danetta, Josh, who they think they fooling? They think Dean dumb. No, Dean the realest motherfucker walking in these boxing streets because you ain't heard this nowhere else. We need to talk about these guys and the up and coming guys. Okay, show me with your actions. Yo, I'm going to do an experiment tomorrow, y'all. I'm going to talk about Espinoza at 126. I'm going to do an experiment tomorrow. I'm going to talk about Espinoza at 126. Let's see if I can get the 30 super chats. Nah, Quaddy, tomorrow I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to talk about Shoo Carrington. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about Shoo Carrington tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get 30 super chats talking about Shoo Carrington. No, real rap. Real rap. I want y'all to prove to me that y'all want us to talk. I want y'all to prove it. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about Iglesias at 168. That's a great person because his talent is through the roof. I'm going to talk about Iglesias at 168. I'm going to have a whole 4-hour show, and all we going to talk about is Iglesias. I'm going to have a 4-hour show, y'all, tomorrow, and all we going to talk about is Iglesias. I want to see how well it do. If I'm wrong. Okay? And we're going to leave it at that. We're going to have a little experiment, y'all. I'm going to talk about Iglesias tomorrow. And, yeah, we're going to just talk about Iglesias for 4 hours. Nah, Tucson, I wanted to show me what they asked. Show Deem I'm not an Earthman. Show Deem that when I put Gervonta Davis in the thumbnails, it does the best coincidentally. Like, that's a coincidence. Like, nah, Dean, it ain't because of that. We just care about boxing. You know how people always say they just want to see the fights? All we care about is boxing. Okay. Look, Iglesias might be Boots' most dangerous opponent. That's somebody don't nobody talk about, and I actually agree with Anthony Shell on that. That's the funniest thing. I actually agree. So that's what we're going to talk. Tomorrow, we're going to take 4 hours and talk about Dalton Smith and Iglesias. That's what we're going to do tomorrow, okay? And I'm going to keep saying, make sure you hit that super chat, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that gas app. Kevin House in the building. Yeah, Kev, that's what we're doing tomorrow, y'all. So everybody get prepared for Dalton Smith and Iglesias, and I'm going to talk about them for 4 straight hours. And I want to see if I can reach 30 super chats. But off that, Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. Where the likes at, people? Can y'all tell me what the likes at? Can y'all tell me what we doing? Please tell Dean where the likes at. Y'all know how I get. Do I got to be Debo Dean today? Y'all know I don't mind being Debo Dean, but I'm asking, do I got to be Debo Dean? Oh, 62, they being Earthman. Come on, man, hit that like button. Y'all ain't being that much of an Earthman, but I'm missing like 14, 15 likes. Missing about 14, 15, you know. All right, 60. All right, we good then. We good. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. The truth of the matter is, y'all, and I'm gonna leave this last point. Niggas, they talk all this hardcore boxing fan shit, bro. Niggas don't know half of the niggas. Leonard Fort, Tommy Hearns Fort, Marvin Hagler Fort. Niggas don't know half of them, bro. Muhammad Ali. Niggas just be talking, bro. They just be talking, dog. 50% of Muhammad Ali resume, you don't know them niggas. You ain't never brought them up in a boxing conversation. You don't do videos about the old school and the history of boxing. You don't talk about them niggas, dog. Y'all liars, bro. Dame is here to expose motherfucking hypocrisies. No, y'all talked about the popular guys of those years too. No, you talked about back then. They didn't talk. They talked about Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali and George Foreman more than they talked about everybody else. That's just a fucking fact, bro. Y'all niggas don't know half of the people Joe Louis for, but you know Joe Louis though. Why? Because people talked about him. You don't know Sugar Ray got 100 and some fights. You don't know 70 of them fighters. You don't know them. But you know Sugar Ray Robinson, right? You don't want to know why you know Sugar Ray Robinson? Because he was good and people talked about him. That's why you know who Sugar Ray Robinson was. Y'all be cat, bro. Y'all be full of cat, bro. Every era talked about the popular fighters of that era. What are you talking about? Boxing content has always been centered around the stars of the sport. Ain't the NBA surrounded behind LeBron James? Do LeBron James, who get talked about more? LeBron James or Gabe Vincent? Huh, y'all? Who get talked about more? Steph Curry or Tyler Herro? Huh? Who get talked about more? They in the same NBA, but who get talked about more? Y'all don't talk about Nick Van Exel no more. Remember Deathless Shrimp? Y'all don't talk about Deathless Shrimp no more. He was tough. Keith Van Horn. Do people be having whole panels about Keith Van Horn? Huh? Y'all remember Brian Russell? He only get talked about because Jordan hit the game winner in the finals on him. And look, Quaddy, Nick Van Exel was cold. What about Jamal Tinsley? Do people talk about Jamal Tinsley anymore? Probably got the best handles ever in the NBA. You probably never. Eddie Jones. Huh? One of the coldest shooting guards to ever live. People don't talk about Eddie Jones no more. Kevin Johnson, y'all. Kevin Johnson had his own sneaker. That's how cold he was. Kevin Johnson had his own sneaker. Did he get talked about more than Charles Barkley, who was on his team? They don't remember Gerald Green jumping out the one of the best. Y'all talk about Vince Carter. I'm not sure Vince Carter is a better dunker than Gerald Green. I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody be a better dunker of the ball than Gerald Green, including Vince Carter. But if you ain't really watched basketball, you would think that's an asinine statement when I say that. Hey, Hey, tired ass Cowboy fan. They might think that Dame is tripping. That's an asinine statement. You might want to go watch Gerald Green highlights. There ain't a dunk that Vince Carter ever achieved that he could not do. But again, you might think that's an asinine statement. Do you want to know who really changed the NBA? I'm gonna tell y'all just how much people just be talking. Do y'all want to know somebody who really changed the NBA besides Magic Johnson? Like why you see all of these big point guards and all of that? Do y'all want to know who really changed the NBA? Lamar Odom. Yeah, Lamar Odom, y'all. He was one of the first 6'10" point guards. Yes. That's why the Lakers was so good when I was in high school. Lamar Odom was a big part of that. Everybody talk about Paul Gasol and Kobe. Lamar Odom was 6'10". Grant Hill. Yes. But that's going a little too far for you then. Quee, they don't know what y'all don't. Yeah, I guess that's going a little too far for you then, fam. Why you think everybody wanted a six man? Lamar Odom is why. 6'10" people bringing up the ball up the court. He wasn't nobody as big as him. He was the first that was that height. He's 6'10", 6'11", bro. He was playing point guard. When Kobe was on the court, Lamar Odom worked the ball up. But I guess you don't know back. I guess Dame is tripping. I'm too old for y'all. Hold on, Dame. You're going over some people's heads. They don't like, bro, I experienced it. When Kobe was in the game, when Kobe was in the game, Lamar Odom would come in, he would run the whole offense. Oh yeah, Grant Hill, 100%. The Blue Devil of Blue Devils. Was one of my favorite players as a kid. Y'all don't know how good he was either. Iceman, bro. Big Demon, they ain't, listen, bro. All of that playing smooth and all of that, hey, Big Demon, they don't even know. All of that smoothness, that came from Iceman, bro. Even Magic Johnson admitted that he part of what he did, he learned from Iceman. Y'all don't know, bro. So stop talking to me about stuff that y'all claim y'all care about, but y'all really don't care about, fam. You know who one of the best point guards ever and y'all forgot all about, but he was really him. He was so much him, y'all. He was on video game covers. This name gonna mess y'all up, y'all. Tim Hardaway. Do you remember a guy named Tim Hardaway when we talk about best point guards ever? You don't hear people bring him up much, right? Do you know how good he was? He was so good that he was on basketball covers. But again, do y'all know about Timmy, bro? Do you know how good Tim Hardaway was, fam? When I was growing up, do you know how good he was, bro? I'm asking you. Show. Stop telling me. Let's get into the show. I'm just getting started though. See, that's why this is the most entertaining show on YouTube. You see how Dame took y'all all around the world, kept you entertained for about 40 minutes. I haven't even started the show yet. I haven't even started the show yet. Yeah, you see everybody rolling in. Look, they got a comment. David Thomas. Bro. Cool. Y'all got it, bro. Official Goblin in the building. Show me you care about what you talk about, bro. Show me with your actions. Show me with your views. Show me with your super chats. Dean, can you talk about Junto Nakatani, Dean? Then maybe I'll talk about Junto Nakatani. Dean, can you talk about the 15th rank? Can you talk about Giasov at 147, Dean? Please. Here go a $10 super chat, Dean. Can you talk about Giasoff at 147, please? Because that's what I care about. And stop stealing fights like Josh said. They ain't never gonna happen. Y'all had them feet. Y'all know y'all had them felines. I damn sure did. 2 cent. The Grand Hills, 100%. 100%. If you want me to talk about Erickson Lubin, send a super chat and say, Dean, can you talk about Erickson Lubin? Show me what you want to talk about. Show me what you care about. Because y'all show me every day what you want to talk about. Y'all show me every day what you actually care about. So us content creators, we're not doing this to the boxers. It's the listeners, it's the fans that's doing it to the boxers because you're not a listener of them and you're not a fan of that person. So if I did talk about Junto Nakatani, you wouldn't care. It's not that you don't think Junto Nakatani a good fighter. It's not that you don't like watching him fight or any of that. You're just not a fan enough to care or spend your hard-earned money to either spend your hours talking about him or listening about him or actually going to go see him. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. Let's get the show started, people. I want y'all to hear what Bernie the Boxer said, and we gonna have a long conversation today.
Coming back. Yeah. Do you think he'd be open to doing something like working with Boots? So many people say, and I know maybe you don't really see it, but a lot of other people say they have like a real similar style. Like, could you see Boots just, working with Crawford, maybe doing a little bit of sparring, not really to like on some, I want to beat you up type of thing or whatever, but just working with each other. Maybe if it's not even sparring. You think you could see Crawford doing that? If Boots reached out to him.
It could be. Because I think Bud is all about helping the guys coming up. You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford is all about helping the guys coming up. But I feel like, Boots, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in that direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on. So if you pay a little more homage to Crawford, I think that would have been the best step in the direction. But I feel like, Crawford can definitely give him some tips, homage to Crawford. But I feel like, Boots, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in that direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on. So if you pay a little more homage to Crawford, I think that would have been the best step in the direction. But I feel like, Crawford can definitely give him.
Y'all know Dean don't like no motherfucking hypocrite now, don't you? Shakurians step to the line. Keyshaunians, Shakurians, but Crawfordians. Shakurians, Keyshaunians, and Crawfordians. Stand to the line, people. Shakurians and Keyshaunians and Crawfordians. Step to the line, fam. Ain't that funny, Bernie, that you said that, Bernie? But when we was telling people that Gervonta Davis, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I just want to show y'all just how funny this is. And just how I don't like hypocrites. I got you. You said you bought the beer at 11:59. I got you. Oh, he should have paid more homage, huh? Cool. Say no more. Should have paid more homage. Cool. Okay. Boots should have paid more homage. Boots and David Benavidez should have paid more homage to Canelo and Bud Crawford. Oh, okay. Anthony Shell, Quaddy, Kendra, Isaiah, Joseph, Tyler, Fist of Fury, Josh, Big Coop, Dave, Crucial Content, Dave, Band Up. It's about to get dark. It's about to get dark. Bernie, did you tell your little homies that? Bernie, did you tell your little homies that? Because it's funny, you telling Boots and David Benavidez. When did Boots ever disrespect Terrence Crawford ever? Bernie? When did Boots ever disrespect Terrence Crawford besides say he want to fight him? You know, just like y'all say Shakur Stevenson. Oh, that's all Shakur Stevenson say when it comes to Gervonta, right? When did Boots was his mandatory? What else was he supposed to say? He don't want to fight him? Bernie, the boxer? Did you tell your little homies they should have paid more homage to Gervonta Davis to get the fight? Did you give Shakur that same advice? Did you give Keyshawn that same advice? Ain't they your little homies? Wasn't both of them friends of Gervonta Davis? Boots and Bud never been friends. Benavidez and Canelo never been friends. What pictures I got of Boots and Bud growing up together, or David Benavidez and Canelo growing up together? Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that super chat, y'all hit that cash app. When exactly? So Shakur ain't got to pay homage. Did you tell Shakur Stevenson he should have paid more homage to Gervonta Davis, his ex-friend, to get the fight? Did you tell him to do that? Did you tell him to do that, bro? People got to do that to get Bud, though, right? Huh, Bernie? Hey, Bernie, people got to do that to get Bud, though, right? Who not they friend, who not ex-friends of them. But when Tank fans was saying, damn, y'all don't see why Tank don't fuck with that nigga like they used to be cool. Do y'all know why Shakur? See, this is what I would let Shakurians and Keyshaunians. This is why y'all can't beat me. Bro, I got the memory of an elephant. Do y'all want to know when Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis stopped being cool? It was after this picture. It was after his Rolly Romero fight, because a couple weeks after that, Shakur Stevenson was on a podcast or was getting interviewed. And Shakur Stevenson said, Gervonta Davis, he won't. We was like, what about a fight with you and Tank? And Shakur Stevenson said, I don't think he'll ever fight me. He'll never fight me. I don't think he'll ever fight me. Basically insinuating that Gervonta Davis would be scared to fight him. Shakurians D-Rod this man so bad that they deny that happened. And they get mad at Dame every time I bring it out. Every single time I bring it up, they get mad. But you ain't mad at Bernie the Boxer saying Boots should have paid more homage than David Benavidez, though, huh? So what they did is wronger than what Shakur did to his ex-friend. Do you want me to get more pictures of Gervonta Davis and Shakur together? This is not the only time they've been together, but y'all seen the pictures, so I shouldn't have to do that, though, right? No, Cash, I just want to know, Cash, which worse? So you don't think Shakur should be paying more homage to Gervonta Davis to get the fight? So you understand that now, Bernie, but when y'all was talking about Gervonta Davis scared of Shakur, you didn't understand that. Pure hypocrites, dog. Pure hypocrite, bro. Gervonta is a bigger. I could see you saying that in David Benavidez situation. Gervonta is a bigger fighter than Terrence Crawford. What has Tank done to get homage? I don't know, Joseph. You should ask Devin Haney, who's a fan of him and be at all of his fights, and said that he great and said that he'd be friends with him. I don't know, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph, you might want to go ask Devin Haney, who's on record saying Gervonta Davis is great, who's on record saying he would be friends with him. And he's clearly been to multiple of his fights, spectating, being a fan. So I don't know. You should ask him, Joseph. I don't know. I don't know, Joseph. Maybe you should ask him. Hey, Joseph, do you want me to play Devin Haney with Gervonta Davis talking about how they the best fighters coming up and y'all just want to see us get tore apart? No Diddy? I don't think I got to play that, do I, Kendra? Hey, Rocco, I don't think I got to play that, though, do I? Nah, y'all know if y'all tell me I got to play, you know I'm going to block you. If I go find it, you know how Dame get down. Oh, you want me to play it? Joseph, you want me to play it? So if I play it, can I block you? Huh? That's before Tank start being scary. Oh, all right. Oh, good, Joe. I'm glad that you at least said that. Yeah, I seen that video. All right. I'm just glad that you acknowledged it. No, I'm just glad that he acknowledged it, y'all, that I didn't have to go do that. You know. So now we know that boxers probably should pay homage to get fights and maybe not be out here talking about people ducks and all this, that, and the third, huh? Huh. Let me go find it. Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis together. Come on, act stupid on me now. No, just, let me Dean got fall, let Dean got to do what he got to do, This is why I be wanting to block people, y'all.
Put the quad on here. How did y'all meet? Hold on. Okay. I want to say something too. Yeah. A lot of people, they want me and this dude let's get this player to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying? Flashy. Like.
Hold on, what you say, Devin? Can you say that again, Devin? Hold on, Devin. My bad, Devin. I just want you to say it again, player. That's all. My bad. What you say? What you say, Devin?
Love over here. Put the quad on here. A lot of people, they want me and this dude let's get this player to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying, flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying, we getting a lot of money, we're doing some big things, and it's only, the sky's the limit for both of us, all three of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but, you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we're supposed to. And ain't no way that's going to happen with an OG in this corner, and I'm OG in this corner here, and never in the future. It ain't going to never happen. It's business. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Joseph, you know I love you. I should block your ass right now, but I ain't gonna do it. Hey, Two said, I see you. Why they make Deem always gotta do that, y'all? Why do you make Deem always have to point out the obvious? So can I get back to my point, y'all? Because Devin fans act like that stuff never happened and stuff, Anthony. You know how that works. That act like that never happened. You feel me? Just like Shakur fans act like this picture never took place, and why them two fell out is because Shakur said some slick shit about it. Like literally, that's literally why they fell out. Nothing else happened prior to that. So when Shakur say it's deeper than boxing, no, it wasn't. You said some slick shit about Tank. He didn't perceive it well. He felt as though you was a fake ass nigga for saying that. Basically, you didn't say none of that shit to him. Basically, Shakur did the same thing Keyshawn Davis did to Abdullah Mason. It's the same shit. You want to be all back there, hugs and handshakes with the nigga. You known this nigga your whole life, basically. Why you gonna go on interviews and say he'd never fight me? He'd never, like, why would you even do that, bro? That's where that started at. That's an AI picture, Dean. That's what the Shakurians gonna say. But the Shakurians are lie and act like that didn't happen. But then they'll be like, well, Dean, they fighters. Why they gotta pay homage and all that? Go fucking ask Bernie, Shakurians and Terrence Crawfordians. Yeah. Yeah, go ask Bernie then. The other guy that y'all be nut hugging. Don't stop nut hugging now after what they said. You heard what y'all leaders said. You heard what y'all leaders' best friend said. The Boots should have paid more homage. So the fuck should have Shakur then? I guess it's different when it's Gervonta. You right. He should have paid more homage because he could get a bigger bag. You're 100% right. There you go, 2 Cent. You 100% right, gang. Thomas Hill, you got one, Thomas. You get one. You right. I do need to hand one out. I do need to hand a couple out. So watch this. Hold on. Let me see. There you go, Thomas. You're right. You're 100% right. Chill, Dean. Bernie don't speak for us. I'm just saying, dog. That's Bud's best friend. What you mean him and Bud ain't never talk about that? Because Bud talk similar to Bernie. Them dudes want to fight me now. No, you had a chance to go fight. You had a chance to go fight. So they talked about that. That's how Bud feel. That's how I'm going to take that. Because Bud talked the same way. So I'm going to take it like Bud says it. Bernie ain't just pull that out his ass. And I guarantee when he said this to Terrence Crawford, that Boots should be paying more homage to him, he agreed with him. Y'all Shakurians and Keyshaunians can't fuck with me, bro. Y'all can keep nut hugging and dick riding. Y'all can keep doing all that, and I'm going to keep keeping it 100. Only thing that happened between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson was after this photo, Shakur Stevenson had an interview like a month or so after that, and they asked him about Gervonta. You know, people always say he get asked about. They asked him about Gervonta, and then that's when he said that slick shit. And then him and Tank been beefing ever since. That's the truth. And any Shakurian tell you different, tell him to go pull up the facts, nigga. I ain't going through it no more. Bernie the boxer. So, but I guarantee you, Bernie never said this to Shakur. So if you really felt this way and that's your young bull, why you ain't tell him to do that if you really had his best interest at heart? But you want to act like you got Jaron in his best interest, though. So you could give Jaron Ennis and David Benavidez advice, but you couldn't give it to Shakur and Keyshawn? Shakurians, buttercups, I guess y'all emotional right now. I want you to think about it. So he could give David Benavidez and Jaron Boots Ennis advice, but he didn't give this to Shakur and Keyshawn? Fuck him. Fuck him. Shakur fans sit up there and be so emotional that they won't even admit that they man started the fuck shit. That's why I don't argue with them niggas, man. I want Rich and all and Big Dog Willie. Can y'all get up here and just admit that that's where the beef started at? Can we at least admit that? But they'll say Tank fans emotional. Oh, but when O'Shaquie Foster was talking shit about Shakur and Shakur reacted the same way Gervonta Davis did, it's a problem. And him and O'Shaquie is not friends. They was never friends. But when Shakur reacted the same way to O'Shaquie that Gervonta was reacting to him, it's a problem. He got to go fight somebody else. But when Gervonta told that nigga to go fight somebody else, it was a problem. You want to know the difference, y'all? O'Shaquie and Shakur was never friends. Him and Gervonta Davis was. That's the difference. So if you think anything in your heart, you think Jaron Boots Ennis, who was actually Terrence Crawford's mandatory, was wrong and should have paid him more homage for just saying he wanted to fight the man, then none of you soft-ass Shakurians ever come past my channel again and tell me, Deem, all Shakur want to do is fight. Y'all cook, nigga. Bill, too. I admitted Bill started the beef. No, Joseph, I ain't talking about, I said Shakurians. Y'all had the Devon Knights have admitted that. So now both of y'all fan base started shit with the Tankomaniacs, and y'all get mad that we expose y'all. Like Gervonta just became emotional for nothing. See, that's what they want y'all to believe. That Gervonta Davis just became emotional for nothing. Richardson Hitchison to have you believe that Gervonta Davis is not a great guy. All because you knew him and Edward, because Edward Belonga was dick sucking Shakur, talking shit to Gervonta. Both of them your homies. You going back telling Edward Belonga what Gervonta said. What Gervonta saying to you. And we know it's true because we see you and Edward on the beach, nigga. So don't even sit up there and lie, you fake ass African. You fake ass African. Don't even lie because we see y'all niggas on the beach together. But Gervonta Davis is weird for that, though. But Richardson Hitchison was wearing Gervonta Davis chain. See, Richardson Hitchison, Shakur, and all of them fake ass niggas, they couldn't sit in a room and talk dumb to me. I got the memory of an elephant, so Shakur, that's not weird. So what else happened? Why you and Gervonta Davis fell out? You'll say it's because you said you wanted to fight him. No, that's not why y'all fell out. Y'all fell out because you said he would never fight you. You insinuated that man was scared of you. And ain't nobody going to take that lightly, especially when they thought we was better than that. I had to cut people off, bro, that I felt as though didn't show me proper respect. And I got mad love for him. Mad love. Still got love for him. But I ain't feeling as though they showed me proper respect either, so I got away from them. That's how you feel? That's how you gonna carry it? Cool. No harm, no foul. You got it. At least Joseph can sit up here and fucking admit that it started with Devin and Bill first. At least Joseph can admit that. So many Shakurian fans want to make an excuse for it, but when Shacky Foster do the shit, it's a problem. Look at those Shacky clout chasing Shakur. How? He not that nigga friend. If he came back to 135, well, Shacky wasn't going to be as mandatory. But then y'all sit up there and tell us, man, boxing ain't friends and it ain't friendly. But it's cool for Keyshawn. Now, if Shakur did that to Keyshawn, y'all will understand. And then y'all tell me some shit like, well, Shakur and Keyshawn is cooler than him and Tank. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you, this is the craziest part about the situation, y'all. People would say some stupid shit to me like that. Well, Dean, Shakur cooler with Keyshawn than he was Tank. I'm cooler with my best friends than I am knockout boxing 86, but I wouldn't do that to KO. What does that mean exactly? So you are cooler when you got your best friends. So that mean that you get to treat your other friends like shit? Bernie and Boxer to pop out, that nigga ain't gonna pop out. He ain't gonna pop out on me. I play by a different set of rules with Bernie. He come up here talking crazy to me, it's gonna be a whole different live. I'm gonna tell him to come to Philadelphia right now. Book his fight, come here right now. Come tell me, come do it right now. Don't wait, don't do none of that, because you big money, right? Don't wait, don't do none of that. Come here right now. If you're not gonna do that, I don't even want to hear it. So let me get back to what I was saying. I'm not that guy. Oh, you big money and you'll slap me and do all of this gangster stuff. Okay, hop on a plane to Philadelphia right now. Come slap me. And we'll just see how that work out for you. That's all. So, at the end of the day, bro, we got to have consistencies. All I was asking, did you tell Shakur Stevenson the same thing when it came to Gervonta? That's the only question I would have to ask him. And if he said, no, I didn't tell Shakur that. No, I didn't tell Keyshawn that. Well, I would say, bro, you're a fucking hypocrite then, bro. That's what I would say to him. You're a hypocrite then, fam. Because you're supposed to be their big homie and want to see them get the biggest fight of their life. And if you think a way for them to do that was for them to pay a little bit more homage, you might have wanted to express that then. You might have wanted to express that. I got to see you on D1. You might have wanted to express that. That's just me being honest. But I guess I'm wrong for saying that too. We got to keep it a stack, player. Yo, my guy in the building. One Deep with the Dom in the Cash App. I appreciate you, One Deep. One Deep, I appreciate you in the Cash App, player. Thank you. D1 in the Cash App. Support for a real one with the pound in the Cash App. Thank you, D1. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know Deem gonna always keep people talking about they being, you gotta be solid. Now I'm gonna bring something else up. Hold on. I'm here for one thing and for one thing only, bro, for niggas to learn how to be solid, bro. They ain't solid, gang. I'm gonna play somebody else who fake as shit. I'm gonna play somebody else from they camp that switched up on Gervonta Davis too. Watch this, yo. I'm about to play somebody else from they camp that switched up on Gervonta Davis too. Hold on. Y'all gonna love this. Y'all gonna love this one. Y'all gonna love this.
You spar with Errol?
That was so long ago. He's too strong for me. He was stronger than me then. I probably could do a little better now. I mean, I could definitely hang in with Tank, though. He 130. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Clarissa, who you with? Who that in the background, y'all? Hold on. Who that?
That was so long ago. He's too strong for me. He was stronger than me then. I probably could do a little better now. I mean, I could definitely hang in with Tank, though. He 130.
Earl, though. I ain't harder than that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I probably can't then. Okay, hold on. I mean, fighting against Earl, I couldn't even pull his hand down. He was so strong. It was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to fight him too. I was 17. I was way more aggressive than what I am now.
So your takeaways were he's just all around strong?
Yeah, and I couldn't bully him. I was used to bullying everybody when I was 17. I more had to eat more bullied me a little bit.
What you say, Clarissa? Clarissa, who you with? Who you all laughing? Yeah. You Tank. Yeah. Oh, I probably can't. Yeah.
Errol,
That was so long ago. He's too strong for me. He was stronger than me then. I probably could do a little better now. I mean, I could definitely hang in with Tank, though. He 130.
Yeah.
I ain't harder than that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I probably can't then. Okay, hold on. I mean, fighting against Earl, I couldn't even pull his hand down. He was so strong. It was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to fight him too. I was 17. I was way more aggressive than what I am now.
So your takeaways were he's just all around strong?
Yeah, and I couldn't bully him. I was used to bullying everybody when I was 17. I more had to eat more bullied me a little bit. But we went 3 rounds. I know another girl he sparred, he dropped her. He never dropped me. No headshot, no body shot, nothing. And everybody was, nah, he ain't dropped me. Nah, I know another girl he sparred.
That's number 2 from Nate Camp. Y'all want me to get a Bud video talking about how great Gervonta Davis is? Do I gotta get number 2 from Nate Camp? Then do I gotta get Keyshawn from Nate Camp too? So do I gotta get the whole active squad to show y'all how they switched up on Gervonta? That was 2019, fam. I probably can't Tank. Crazy work, ain't it? Hold on, somebody else. I'm gonna play this too. I'm gonna show you somebody else who switched up.
And I'm not being callous to her situation, but I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis countersues, and I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis presses charges on her because there needs to be examples made. You can't.
What you say? Well, what you say, Blue Blood?
Being callous to her situation, but I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis countersues, and I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis presses charges on her because there needs to be examples made. You can't just be ruining people's reputations, brands, and I see people.
Hold on, Blue Blood. What you say, bro?
Being callous to her situation, but I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis countersues, and I hope that Gervonta Tank Davis presses charges on her because there needs to be examples made. You can't just be ruining.
Is Blue Blood defending Gervonta Davis? Because if Me Too sent Jupe Knockout. Anybody else said that same exact thing? Y'all say we defended Gervonta Davis. Is Blue Bloods defending Gervonta Tank Davis? Shout out to Curtis Robinson with the pound in the super chat. Support, Dean. I'm putting color in the chat, bro. Blessing. I appreciate you, Curtis. Thank you, Curtis. Huh? Do I got to play a video of Terrence Crawford saying how great Gervonta Davis was? Do I got to play a video of Keyshawn, matter of fact? Matter of fact.
I won't speak on that dude. I think so.
Yeah. What about you?
I won't speak on that dude.
Gervonta?
Yeah, I won't speak on it.
Why? Lawsuit stuff or no?
Nah, he just a weirdo.
He's weird?
Yeah, weirdo.
What do you do?
I mean, like I said, I don't speak on this. So I can't really say too much.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And then look, Dean put right up under there. What Dean put up under there? Hold on. What Dean put up under there? Hold on. Got 72 likes right up under there. I said he became weird. This same picture y'all see, Dean posts right under there. I said he became weird when Shakur acted like his fake friend and left and said he was scared right after this picture. Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
What'd he do, Shakur? What did Gervonta Davis do, Shakur, exactly? I would love to hear this. What'd he do? I bet you Shakur probably don't even fucking remember. So he weird now. Somebody that you knew for 10 plus years, now he weird. So when did exactly, Shakur, did he become weird? Terry Wood in the building. When exactly did Gervonta Davis become weird? Because when y'all was teenagers, he wasn't weird. When you was at the Rolly Romero fight, he wasn't weird. So when exactly did Gervonta Davis become weird? Shakur? I mean, I want to know. When exactly did Gervonta Davis become weird? Shakur? Inquiring minds would like to know. I would like to know exactly when did that happen. Can't nobody answer it for me. Not real rap. I want to know, when did it happen? When did Gervonta Davis become weird? Because I don't see how you know somebody for 10 plus years and all of a sudden you just try to act like they this super weird dude. When exactly did this happen? Something probably happened behind the scenes. Oh, no, I know what happened behind the scenes. Joseph, I got a memory of an elephant. That's when I was hitting panels and all that, bro. I just remember. Y'all forget. I don't. That's the difference between me and you. I just don't forget. He said when he started wearing purses. Yeah, all the trolling funny and all that new. But can you please tell me exactly when did Gervonta Davis start being weird with Shakur Stevenson? Like, why did they fall out, though? All the jokes is funny. All that's cool. When exactly did they fall out exactly? Because I know if I fuck with somebody and I'm cool with them, I'm not going to get on the podcast and say, they know they don't want no problem with me. I'm not going to do that. Like, KO my man. I wouldn't get on 2 Cent podcast and say, KO know he'll never debate me. He know he don't want this problem. I'll never get on I would never do that to somebody I proclaim I'm cool with and I've known for 10 plus years. Don't nobody got an answer exactly when it started? I ain't think so, man. That's crazy. I ain't think so. Yeah, that is weird. That is definitely weird. To act like you cool with somebody and then be talking shit about them. I had a YouTube channel do that to me too. Y'all see he don't come past no more. No more sleepwalking in the building with the pound and the cash yet. Ride again. No, I'm just saying, that's weird too. Like, I would never get on 2 Cent. I would never get on KO platform and be like, just because Fanon not my best friend. I wouldn't get on Fanon on KO platform and be like, man, Fanon never debate me. Everybody know I'm the best. They know I'm the best. They wouldn't debate me. Then we seen what happened to the last security guard. There's people that say Dean weird now because they started making videos about me. And all I did was ever shout out their program. All I ever did was show them love. And they told me I inspired them. And then they started talking shit on my name for no reason. People that come by the channel and hate watch. Now, I'll be weird when I call you all types of bitch ass niggas and use a pussy and you ain't gonna do nothing and I'll really do something to you that's irreversible. And unless you're ready to take it there, then I'm probably not somebody that you need to bother. I'll be weird when I do that. They gonna act like Jeff Teague and say that I'm trying to be too tough. That's what they'll say.
So you've got Puerto Rico.
Listen to this cuck. But y'all thought Dean was telling the truth yesterday, but I was trolling. I was telling the truth, but I was trolling. Watch this. Watch this.
It was very smart. If you think about it, it was a Puerto Rican star in Xander Zayas, who's also a unified world champion in a very tough weight class, and Emiliano Vargas, who's Mexican. So you've got Puerto Rican and Mexico, which have a
best rivalry in boxing.
Heated rivalry in boxing together, shown together on the biggest sporting event in the world. The PR for boxing at that point is, and I mean PR as in public relations, not Puerto Rico. The PR for that, that as well, right? The PR for that, the public relations.
Shut up. Crazy, ain't it? I'm crazy. Dean crazy as a fox, ain't it? Ain't it? Crazy as a fox, ain't it? Everybody be saying Dean tripping. Crazy as a fox, boy. You know?
I'm be honest, man. I hate being asked that question. Who punches harder, Tank Davis or Keith Thurman? I'm be honest, man. I hate being asked that question. I get asked that question all the fucking time, and every time people ask me, I always tell them like, man, it don't feel good getting cracked by nobody, at that level. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I will say, there's only one fight where I touched the canvas, so I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Y'all take a wild guess at who that was. Y'all take a wild guess at who that was. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad, 2 Cent? He didn't even want to say it. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad, 2 Cent? That's sad. That's real sad. Bud got Jerron and it's got to pay more homage to Bud, and he would have got the fight, bro. Jerron, first of all, that is a lie because Terrence Crawford said no matter what Jerron Ennis did, he wasn't fighting him. You see how people would just get out here and lie? That's a lie, Bernie, because Bud said no matter what Jerron Ennis did, he wasn't fighting him. He didn't say he wasn't fighting Jerron Ennis because he was being disrespectful. He said Jerron Ennis don't bring nothing to the table. That's what he said. That's what he said, homie. So David Benavidez and Jerron Ennis should have played friendly, but Shakur Stevenson shouldn't have. The hypocrisies get crazier every day. I want to hear somebody's excuse for Shakur Stevenson not paying more homage. Like, why does that go for David Benavidez and Boots, but that don't go for Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn? I would love for one of the nut huggers to get up here and explain that to Dean. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. I would love to hear an explanation for this. So this how y'all team feel? This what they do in Omaha? You got to kiss the ring before you can fight somebody, huh? I thought y'all told me that you shouldn't have to kiss the ring before you fight somebody. That's what y'all told me. That's what y'all told me. Y'all told Dean you shouldn't have to kiss the ring to apologize. I mean, you shouldn't have to kiss the ring to get a fight. Fighters fight. Yep. Fighters fight, gang. Them likes looking like. Drop this link. Drop this link, man. I want to see how everybody feel about this. I really.
What up, bro?
What up, player?
Shit. Oh shit, my shit. Hold up, let me turn this off. My bad. What the fuck? I hate the computer, dog. I be forgetting shit's open and shit behind. You know what I mean?
No, I already know. It'll be a bunch of tabs.
Did you see the Aiden Ross live stream from yesterday?
I just watched clips of it that they clipped up.
I made a little short of it already. Bro, I find it crazy that this kid's acting that way towards Tank. Don't want to talk about him. What the fuck you mean you don't want to talk about him? You know now if those numbers are real, you're going to get contacted. They're going to try to make a fight now because you actually bring something to the fucking table. But I don't believe them fucking numbers. You can't tell me something did 1.2 when I paid $45 of my monthly DAZN plan, and now I wake up to this fucking news, 8 different sites reporting this shit did 1.2 million. You know how many people would have had to fucking buy that thing for it to count for $70 per buy, 1.2 million? Like crazy, bro. I didn't see. Did you feel that fight was that big, bro? The numbers weren't there. Our live streams weren't popping like crazy, bro. Because make no mistake, when it's a huge fight leading up to it, live streams, everybody's numbers are doing doubles and shit. Around the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia huge fight, everybody's live streaming numbers went through the fucking roof when it's a big fight, bro. Showbiz had 1.2 million people tune into his fucking fight call.
Well, I'm looking it up,
and
I don't see no where they saying that. I see on Twitter, and those niggas is lying because they said if we Google it,
look at, and I seen it on Twitter too, Dean. So
yeah, I typed it in right now. I just typed in Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez pay-per-view numbers. I don't see shit.
You got to go on Google, bro.
That's what I'm on right now. I'm on Google right now. I just typed in Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez pay-per-view numbers.
You got
headphones on. Just tell you the price.
You sound like you're doing the robot.
Who me?
Yeah.
You were cutting. I'm better now.
It's still like kind of like it's like your headphones are dying or something. It sounds like.
No, I ain't got. All right, hold on. Go ahead. You talk, D1.
I got you. And when I went and I looked it up, bro, and they're crediting the Google AI is saying 8 different sites are reporting the 1.2 million. And I got a very, very hard time fucking believing that. I hope it did that, because if it did, then we're gonna get one of the most anticipated fights of our generation.
Yeah, yo, D1, I'm on Google right now, and at the bottom of it, this is what it says. As soon as I type it up, It says the January 31st, Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez DAZN pay-per-view, which saw Shakur Stevenson win unanimous decision in Madison Square Garden, was priced at $69.99 in the U.S. While the U.S. official finalized pay-per-view numbers have not been released, projections are major commercial interest, with fighters earning 8 figures. The price, it shows the price. It says purse estimates. Shakur Stevenson was projected between 8 and 10 million, while Teofimo Lopez was estimated between 10 to 15 million.
And
then at the bottom it says the official audit of pay-per-view buy accounts usually takes several weeks or months to become public. That shit not public yet. They lying, bro.
They estimate it at 1.2 million. That's what they're saying, bro.
Yeah, they lying because it ain't because pay-per-view numbers don't come out before live gate numbers.
Listen, man, I hope the fight did that. I hope it did, bro, because I know for a fact then the people that sign these motherfucking checks around boxing will be trying to make that fight. And it's just odd to me. This kid don't want to fucking talk about Tank. You made your entirety talking about Tank. Your entire fucking last 8 fights. Every time you had a fight coming up, it was Tank, 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 Tank. Now, when we're coming into the point where we can actually get that fight, now you don't want to talk about, bro? That shit crazy to me, dog.
Man, my thing is D1, certain things is not even a question.
No
so
doubt.
Shakur Stevenson and T.O. did more than Triple G and Canelo. Stop it.
Nah, Dean. Let me tell you what happened. My brother did the research this on yesterday, and that nigga sent it to me. Well, somebody typed in the YouTube views and this and that, and it did 1.2 YouTube views, like on the replay, but it didn't do.
I got you, Joseph. When they dropped the fight and everything,
and they said the same. Yeah, that's what they took it down. That's what they going off of.
It's not up still.
Oh, they took it down.
They took it down. Yeah, because I was going back to me. I'm clipping the shit out of that fight. I watched that fight so many fucking times. It's nauseating.
No, I'm saying before they took it down, it was 1.2 views on it. But that's what they using. But like you can't use that. Like that is great on a YouTube side, but like
that's great on a YouTube. That's crazy. That's what I already know. First of all, Joseph, I don't need nobody to tell me that because I know how boxing works. You'll never get the pay-per-view numbers before you get the live gate numbers. They don't even work.
We know that. I was just saying, my brother, he used Chat GPT, and they said the Chat GPT said they pulling the numbers from YouTube, not from the DAZN. So,
yeah, see,
bro, you gotta make it when you hear stuff in life, y'all. Lesson in life.
You just gotta do research.
So Shakur Stevenson did more than Triple G and Canelo. Once you hear that anywhere, you should know that's not true.
Yeah. Bro,
like you shouldn't even have to question that. It's just not.
It's not because the buzz, everything leading up to that would have had more engagement, especially on YouTube.
Y'all. Let me get to this super chat, y'all, because I missed 2 Cent. 2 Cent with the douche. She says, honesty solves all problems in this community. Period. Marcus the villain with the deuce. He says, at the bottom, everything is subjective to change.
In the middle and at the top, all in between.
Deem, I think they at least did like 350K.
I don't want to estimate. I don't want to think. I want to see the numbers.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even say that.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it did that. I don't think T.O. and bro, this is Dame, man.
Yeah.
We got too much life experience. Let's put our thinking caps on. T.O. complained about the promotion of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Going in right before the fight, it was questions about how well the fight was selling, correct?
Yes.
That fight was not promoted or not a bigger fight than Loma versus Devin.
No, but Dean, let me say this.
Close.
I say
come on, dog. It did more than Ryan Garcia and Devin. Come on, dog.
No,
that's
only
crazy.
reason why I'm saying that is because like on the last 2 days they had like a lot of celebrities posting about the fight. So like, that's why I'm saying
I don't care. A lot of celebrities was posting about Devin and Ryan too. I don't care about that. I'm talking about when Devin got that undisputed versus Loma, that was considered fight of the year, bro.
Yeah.
So that did 150K. Remember, Joseph, we was arguing if that was a big fight at that time.
Yeah. Same shit.
It was the same exact scenario.
That fight had way more buzz, bro.
So like, I got common sense, bro. What's up? What's going on, Thomas?
Nah, he said his brother did the research. When did they do it?
No,
I did it
because
yesterday
remember, like
too.
I know
I did it
if
too.
you on
I
Twitter,
know, and I know Joe don't be capping, but he be watching these niggas cap. He be up there laughing
No,
while they capping, dog.
no. When
Remember
you on
yesterday, I
Twitter,
was told that I be sitting there listening to people call people drug cheats and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that one guy
Why
that you guys
be
go back
did
and
I
listening
forth
say
to?
with,
something? Did I
that
say
one
that?
guy you guys go back and forth with on other platforms, he say you talking
I can't
shit.
hear now.
That
Hold on,
dude's
I
the
can't hear nothing.
problem. But hey,
Yeah, Joe, you can talk.
Can y'all hear
Go.
me?
Yeah,
I
we
can
hear
hear you,
you.
Joseph.
All right, I don't know. My mic just went muted for something, but I don't be saying that, so I don't know.
I know. I said,
Yeah.
why do you? Because you remember you was laughing while this nigga was accusing me of this BS. Why do you,
I'm not finna protect
knowing they are
nobody though.
capping?
I ain't finna protect nobody though. I ain't into that. You clicked the link, so like you handled
Oh,
your
so you know what
business.
was about to go down over on Johnson
Yeah,
South Central? You know what
I
we getting
don't
in when we go
protect
to the
nobody,
club?
bro. I don't
Is that
protect
what you
nobody.
Yo,
saying? You
how
know what
do
it
y'all
is?
feel about Bernie the Boxer saying Boots and David Benavidez should have paid more homage? Do you think that he told Keyshawn Davis and Shakur that when it came to Gervonta Davis? That's the question of the day.
Nope, and that's
Well,
fucking
I'll say
that's like
it looked like
hypocrisy
Tank
at its
should
finest.
have.
Go ahead,
It looked
Joe.
like he wanted a good big homie to him. That's why he mad at him. That's what it looked like. But I don't know how it started or nothing like that.
But how he steered him away
What
from
you talking about,
Mayweather.
Joseph? You don't know how it started. I explained how it started 55,000 times.
Bro?
No, I'm saying it could have been something prior. It could have been this could have been going in motion for years.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
No,
if
no,
you're
that's
gonna
bro,
show
that's what
no,
them
I'm
more
saying.
Joseph,
homage,
no,
why wouldn't you have
Joseph,
to
no,
show Tank more?
no. It ain't no. It was in motion for years. He was
You ain't
back.
gonna give me that. You ain't gonna give
Hold
me
on,
that.
hold on.
Nope.
We're going to give you from this date forward, right here. Do that look like two niggas that hate each other?
Nah,
That
he's
beefing?
cheesing, boy. Look at that
Come on
cheese.
now, like Shakur recorded a whole tape on Devin.
No, but just
He's
Shakur,
look at
just
the
waiting
picture
for the
though.
right moment.
Look at the
He's just
picture,
waiting
Joe.
for the
Hey, guess
right
what?
moment.
Hold on, y'all.
We
Hey,
don't know
Joseph.
what
Hey,
he
Joseph.
going
Hey,
on.
Joseph. What you just say? Hey, Joseph. You just proved my point. He did what? What would Devin say it again?
I'm saying he recorded a whole tape on Devin. And they supposed to be
And
cool,
who cool now?
and that's what I'm saying. They not cool at all.
They not cool right now. Yes, they are.
yes,
They
they are.
cordial. They cordial. It ain't
They
nothing
cool.
cool.
Behind the scenes,
Like they ain't talking
guaranteed
about
them two
that's my
motherfuckers
friend.
playing
This and
COD
that.
together and shit. Motherfuckers got headsets on, gaming at night together.
So Dean, what you saying is my man Shakur is like my man who's that Pimp Down? Pimp Down said he been sitting there for so many years collecting intel, information and stuff like that.
No,
Is that
no,
what you saying?
I'm not saying that, Thomas. I'm saying, why didn't Bernie the Boxer give Shakur and Keyshawn the same advice he trying to give? Boots was never Terrence Crawford friend, and neither was David Benavidez. They didn't have no prior relationship with those fellas.
Because they
They
don't
just
like
wanted to
him.
fight.
They
Why
don't like
didn't
him.
Bernie the Boxer give them the same advice he's trying to give Boots to say he could have got the Bud fight, is what I'm saying.
Because they don't like him. They don't like him.
Because that's cap, and he knows it, and he's just trying to make something up to sound good. If you feel like that about
Let me
one
go back and
champion,
go
you
back
should
in. My
feel like
mic
that
be
about
going in
all
and
of
out.
them.
I think Boots is too high risk, low reward. I feel that. I mean, I think that's why Sandor Morton was too high risk, low reward. Yo, if I don't win, I'm gonna get crucified, and if I do win, it's like, dog, well, what do I get out of it?
No, but
And
Thomas, I want to stick on why why did Boots have to pay homage in the first? I thought as boxing fans, didn't they tell us when it comes to Shakur and Tank, why they don't gotta be friends? It's about the best fighting the best. Why do Boots got to do that?
because they don't want that nigga to fight him. It's clear as day.
But why didn't he give Shakur and Keyshawn the same advice to get the biggest fight of their life? Because Gervonta is who Bud and Canelo is in that situation. Why didn't he give them the same advice if he they big homie? Is the part I'm confused on.
Nah, I feel you.
That's his big homie. That's his big homie. So if he could give David Benavidez that advice and Jerron Ennis that advice, I'm sure he's been feeling that way. He never said this to Shakur and Keyshawn. Y'all should pay Tank a little bit more homage because then you got a better chance of getting the fight.
You know they don't like Tank, though.
Huh?
Fuck that. We don't like them.
You know they don't like Tank.
And we don't like them.
I'm saying, but David Benavidez didn't like Canelo either, but he told him he still should have paid more homage.
Real shit, man.
But they got more history with the Tank.
What is
I
the
know,
history?
and guess what?
So,
it's even
that's what
worse
I'm
because they
saying.
used to be friends. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Gervonta and Shakur ain't never do. Gervonta never was selling shirts online with Canelo face attached to a duck and he's shooting it out the sky.
Shakur never did that either. He just
I
said
know, but David Benavidez did to Canelo. I know.
That's why I think something happened behind the scenes that we don't know
No,
about.
it doesn't matter. If David Benavidez is selling shirts with Canelo face on it with a duck in the ear, shooting it out the sky, Gervonta or Shakur, they never went that far.
Nope.
Because this is why I say it's something that happened behind the scenes. Because you know Shakur, he like
No,
to
we
hold
know.
on to
Stop
his
saying
brothers.
something happened behind the scenes. We know what happened behind the scenes. He got on an interview and said that Gervonta Davis would never fight him. We know where it started at. Stop saying, stop putting hypotheticals to it. We know where it started.
No, I'm saying
what happened behind the scenes is they got contacted and they know what time it is.
Joseph, no, what happened behind Joseph? Why are you acting like Tank is a philosopher? Tank saw that and said, "Fuck that nigga."
Yeah.
Why are you acting like it's more to it than that? Like it was more. This is Gervonta Davis. When Richardson did what he did with a Belonga, ain't that why they fell out? Wasn't they friends, Joseph, prior to him being a goddamn whistleblower and telling Berlanga what Gervonta Davis is saying to him? Ain't that why they fell out?
Yeah, but Richardson grew up with both of them though, so like he ain't just not finna say nothing to him.
You not supposed to say nothing to him about what me and you talking about. If you know I don't fuck with a nigga, Joseph, even if he your homeboy or not, why is you telling them what me and you talking about if you my man?
He's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. That's what it looked like.
No, he was stuck between being a fake friend in a hard place.
Exactly.
Why everybody acting like Gervonta? The problem is y'all have a hard time admitting that these guys all are jealous of that man and all started the issues with him. All of them.
I can admit Bill did start that shit.
Okay,
Because
then.
but
and who started it between now? No, we don't even want to go back to where it started. So just admit that Bill started it, right? Who started it with him and Shakur?
I really couldn't tell. Because I think everything.
If you say you can't tell one more fucking time, bro, you're gonna piss me off, dog.
No, I thought you were talking about Dev and Shakur.
No, I'm talking about Shakur and Tank. Where did that? Who started that?
From what we seen, Shakur.
Oh, okay. From Richardson, Hitchison, and Berlanga, who started that? Him and Gervonta Davis was cool until he did what? Because remember, Joseph, Berlanga outed Richardson Hitchison. Richardson didn't tell Gervonta that. Remember, Berlanga said, "Yeah, and Hitchens told me what you were saying." Blah 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 blah. Right?
I ain't finna protect Richardson, man. But
did it happen or not, Joseph?
Yeah, it happened. But like, that's why I say that's.
You gotta get the fuck out of here, Joseph. You wasting my time, dog. Love you, Joseph. You wasting my time, dog. Because it's about to get dark. It's about to look. It's Deem about to prove that y'all over there that they hating on Javon. You want to get ring around the rosy? Nah, little bro. Nah, little bro. You're not about to ring around the rosy, me, Joseph.
I'm not.
Did it happen or not, fam?
I said it did happen.
He ain't about to ring around the rosy, me, Joseph.
I said it did happen. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
he just want to hear you tell the truth, bro.
He gotta eliminate the cell phone view. Cause once I did that, bro, I ain't got no problems with StreamYard. I just go to the horizontal. Sorry for those that like the cell phone view, but that shit fucks up the streams, guys. The dual stream.
No, I'm back up here.
Yeah, that shit fucks the stream up, though. You know what I mean? You can't hear certain people because it's like confusing it. I don't know. Once I took that off, bro, I ain't got no issues with StreamYard.
Oh, Deem, you can't hear us?
No, I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all now. It was Joseph that I couldn't hear because he popped off.
I said it did happen.
You know what
All
I'm saying?
so it did happen. Then Bud Crawford, how him and Tank fall out?
Oh no, they stuff messy though. Like
Yeah, they
I
stuff
seen,
messy because Terrence Crawford,
yeah.
after Javante fell out with Shakur, Terrence Crawford wanted to put his fucking 2 cents in.
No,
That's
I
what
think it
happened.
started with the Gala stuff
I
though.
hate that
Like,
whole
you remember
fucking
that?
group, bro. I hate all of them.
You
No,
remember
I
that?
know. Yeah, Joseph, you're right. That's when it started. Javante Davis ain't
Yeah,
say shit about that nigga.
yeah.
He put his business in there.
And then Tank said something about his baby mama,
Yup,
and then it just went downhill. So
yup.
yeah, that's how it went. But you know that, but Bud gonna protect Shakur. That's what he known for. That's what he
I
gonna
ain't saying
do.
I ain't saying that he not. I ain't saying that he not. I ain't saying that he wasn't. I'm just saying let's not act like Javante Davis is starting problems with these people. But when he say
Yeah.
fuck him and he take it somewhere, y'all say he's soft and he too emotional and this, that, and the third. But what y'all don't say is that niggas was fake as fuck, acting like they wanted to be fake cool with the nigga, and he saw that and then he exposed niggas for that. Now, whether the nigga is wrong for that, right for that, y'all do what y'all do with it. But what we not gonna sit up here and do is act like Javante Davis was worried about them niggas. Like Javante Davis was attacking them niggas. Like Javante Davis was starting issue with them niggas. That's not what happened. That's just the fact of the matter. That's just facts. You think I'm lying? Oh, I'm lying. Dame lying? Okay. Well, tell me how they went from this to where they at now. If you a Shakurian or a Keyshaunian, please explain it to me. Where did it start then? Let me see if you got the memory of an elephant.
Shakur said he didn't want to fight him. That's how it went. But like that ain't nothing like to go crazy over though. I feel.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask everybody on this panel. Y'all think it's cool if I go on 2 Cent panel and say that KO would never debate me? He don't want this work.
No. You could ask that nigga Joseph, and he gonna tell you the truth. That's one thing I will give to that nigga. That's why I was pissed that he was sitting there letting them cap on that damn show, dog, and over there letting one nigga play sound effects
Hold on,
and
Thomas.
videos.
Let me see if he gonna tell the truth on this one. So Joseph, it's cool if I go over the 2 Cent program and say Knockout and never debate me ever. He don't want this smoke. It's cool if I do that.
Nah, I feel like that's two different things. It's not cool though, but I feel like it's two different
How's it 2
situations.
different things? We both debaters on YouTube in our professions. Tank and Shakur is both boxers. Me and Knockout are friends, whether we best friends or not.
And
We're not, but
cause
that
I
doesn't matter. Me and Knockout are both friends. We both content creators who debate people online. Shakur Stevenson and Javante Davis basically grew up together, was friends, and they both boxers. So explain to me how it's different.
Because I look at it like a gladiator sport, and you want that top spot. So like, you ain't finna be friends for too long. Like that's why I think
No, you
Keyshawn and
can't say that because
Shakur
him and
gonna
Keyshawn
fall out.
Davis is. Nope, you can't say that because him and Keyshawn Davis is friends. So you can't
I
say that.
said they gonna fall out too. I said that. That's what I just said. I said I feel
Terry
like they
Wood
gonna
in the
fall out
building in the
too.
Cash App, man. This shit is crazy. He got to send the dollar in the Cash App for the real motherfucker. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Oh, okay, now we picking and choosing. Even Nuke, who a Shakur fan, admit that nah, that ain't cool, gang. Even Nuke. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We got to ring around a rosy for every damn thing, dog. This is crazy, fam.
Real crazy, bro.
Now, I'm wrong for speaking about it today after Bernie sat up there and said that Boots and Benavidez should have paid Bud and Canelo more homage. I need somebody to tell me what's the difference with Keyshawn and Shakur there. NHA, what's up, NHA?
What's the word, Dean? What's the word, fellas?
What's the deal, player?
Hey, shit, man. I just got to push back. I was waiting for me to get my turn, but when it came to Bud and Tank, now Tank was on the start of that shit, talking about Bud got a fucking glass chin, he crack him, this and that, but he never said a word to that man prior to that. But granted, what I'm saying, he said he was joking later and shit, but yeah, you.
Hold on, NHA. Terry Wood with the deuce and the Cash App. You can tell how a lot of these fanboys move with the deuce. Go ahead, NHA.
Yeah, so he started that shit. I mean, as far as the Shakur, I really don't know, when the fallout happened. I guess it's because what Kerr said, that Tank won't fight him and shit. But I think that's just the competitive nature with him. And I wouldn't even consider the motherfuckers as friends. It was they were, what do you call it?
Colleagues.
Like mutual, you know.
I can't definitely friends.
Yeah, look at me take a picture of a motherfucker on me, y'all friends. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, all these motherfuckers
NHA, don't
like
start. NHA, do not get up here and start deceiving the people on my program.
What you just saying, dude?
Bro, I got multiple pictures of them together, hanging out together throughout their lives, bro. They both have said that they was cool in the past. They both have showed that they was friends. We not doing that, bro. We not doing that, bro.
And I get that. Okay, they all, you know, they're okay. We can say they're friends. They ain't friends like Keyshawn, the motherfucking, and Bud.
But that don't mean. But again, NHA. So what that you not friends of that nature? That don't mean that you not friends. That don't mean you do sucker shit just because he not your best friend. That's why I knew y'all was gonna come with that argument. That's why I used KO as an excuse. KO's not my best friend. But should I go on somebody else's platform and say that he wouldn't never debate me?
After as a man, should he do that?
I mean, if you do that, if somebody, you know what I'm saying, was to do that,
couldn't I say that to KO NHA?
Yeah.
Couldn't I say it to him if I felt that way, NHA?
Yeah, you could say. But,
okay, so stay right there, NHA. Watch this. Did Shakur tell Tank that this day? That was the last picture they got together being cool. I'm gonna ask you again, NHA. Did Shakur tell him backstage this day? Did he tell him that to his face?
Probably not. I don't think so.
All right, then. So I can't condone sucker shit then.
Dean.
No, we're not going to do no Dean because I got Keyshawn Davis to apologize to Abdullah Mason. Dean did. He responded to me. Joseph, no, I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I got Keyshawn Davis to apologize to Abdullah Mason because he was backstage acting like he cool with the nigga, and then he went out there and talked about the same shit, how he'll never fight him and he ain't ready.
Keyshawn gave his life to God, though.
Hey. Motherfuckers
Jokes and niggas, shut up.
Hey,
I got the memory of an elephant
all the time, man.
Do you know I'm not lying? Do you know I'm not lying?
I'm just saying, I got the memory of an elephant. Joseph, am I lying?
Nah, I seen it. I laughed at it. So that's how you know I seen it.
No shit.
But Dean, let me ask you a question. Isn't that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis should be like, you know what I'm saying, should have reached out to the Tank and be like, yo, what's going on? I thought we was, you know what I'm saying, we was peoples and shit.
So Gervonta should have reached out to
Tank. He called him all
Tank.
type of bitch ass niggas in his DM all the time.
Yeah.
He said
DM back and forth.
He said Tank called him all type of bitches in his DM.
He said Tank hit him in the DM all the time, talking shit to him all the time. Yeah. That's what Shakur said.
He called him a bitch.
I'm just saying, like, so y'all, they was never really friends then, because motherfuckers.
No, this is after now. This is now. NHA. You just asked. Do Gervonta tell him how he feels? Yes, Gervonta has told him how he felt.
I'm talking
that's
about
the
like
difference. Gervonta don't fake be cool with niggas. Who you ever seen him fake be cool with, NHA?
I don't know. To me, he's a bozo, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't put myself in the mind of a Tank. But what I'm saying, if they was really friends, like y'all saying it was and shit, you know what I'm saying? When Kerr did that and shit, you know what I'm saying? Tank could have reached out and like, yo, fucks up with that and shit. Because him and AB was friends, right? They fell out. They got back, you know what I'm saying, on better terms, right?
If we was friends and you was talking shit about me, bro, I wouldn't hit you up, never. I'd just see it and move the other direction, bro. I ain't hit you up to say, yo, why you do that? I just know you did that. Now we can't be
friends then.
I get you.
I mean, just say two boxers, you know what I'm saying? One fighter saying this fighter's scared of me and shit. I mean, you're gonna lose, you know, you're gonna damage your relationship over them words and shit. I can understand this, you know, say motherfuckers when they did something crazy to you.
Stop the dumb shit, bro. If me and you was both friends and we fucking fighters, nigga, and you go on a motherfucking podcast and try to demean my name and act like I'm scared of you, which is the worst thing you can do in boxing, stop it, bro.
To create buzz for yourself.
What I would do, I was like, yo, we need to get this shit popping right away. Bust your ass and then shake hands afterwards.
Can I ask you this? All right, and I'm glad you said that. Who reached out to who? Has Matchroom ever reached out to Gervonta Davis to make a fight?
Nope.
Has Top Rank?
No.
Oh, all right.
Not that we know of.
Has Tank never reached out to them either?
No, Shakur admitted that PBC did call him. He just said that they didn't call him back after they called him.
He said Espinoza called him.
Yeah, but this ain't gonna be about Bud. This ain't gonna be like Bud and Spence. Tank ain't doing what Bud ultimately got done with the Spence shit, bro.
Oh,
Tank ain't gonna
and that's the type of motherfucker he is, man. He's
bro. What is Tank got to give you anything for?
Hold on. NHA. Tank don't need Shakur, bro. Why do y'all sit up there and act like bro? What don't go through your? Are y'all living in today's time? NHA, have you been alive for the last? NHA, have you been alive for the last 5 years of your life?
Shakur name ringing right now.
No, hold on. I don't give a. Let me talk to NHA, bro. Let me talk. Have you been alive for the last 5 years of your life?
I like to think so.
How much has Gervonta Davis needed him?
Gervonta Davis don't need nobody. He fights whatever he wants. You got that. But how about giving?
So why are y'all sitting up there acting like Tank need to do something? Tank is going to be a star. Y'all not living in reality. Y'all living in the reality y'all wish it was. Instead, no, y'all living in the reality you wish it was. You wish Shakur and Devin was the face of boxing. You feel they should be in that spot. No, let me finish. I'm talking about the boxing community as a whole. That's not true, though. That's not the situation. The truth of the matter is, Shakur Stevenson's biggest bag in boxing will come if he fights Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis' biggest bag in boxing will not come if he fights Shakur Stevenson.
It looked like Turkey paying well though. So I don't know.
But let me respond to this real quick.
Man,
so
fuck Turkey.
But check this out, D. Let me get this in real quick.
Bro. Go ahead, NHA. I'm listening.
So this is my problem. You know what I'm saying? With that line of thinking. I don't give a fuck about what these motherfuckers, what stars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad D1 brought up Spence and shit, because Spence didn't need Bud either. Really, if we want to be being honest, he could have fought. You know what I'm saying? He told Bud, I could fight Canelo. I got all these motherfuckers on the PB side. I could have fought Thurman. He didn't need him. But we know what Spence did. He's like, nah, I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this out the way.
That's not what Spence did. Bud Crawford reached out to Spence. That's not what Spence did.
Nah, Spence wanted legacy.
Bro,
some fighters want legacy though.
NHA, you just said something that's not true. We know the facts. Earl didn't reach. Once Bud left the negotiation table, Earl left it alone. Bud reached out to Earl to make the fight.
The point is, Spence gave us that fight.
No, that matters, NHA, because that's Shakur position. So that matters. You're trying to make an argument with Spence, but you're not telling the most important part of the story. The most important part of the story is that the B-side fighter called Earl. Earl didn't give a fuck at that point because he left negotiations already. The B-side fighter admitted, I called Earl up and we made the fight happen. Earl didn't call him up. That's not what Bud said. So if you're going to make the comparison, make the comparison all the way, though.
Again, the overall point is
you're telling Gervonta Davis to do what you wish Earl did. You're telling Gervonta Davis to call Shakur, but that's not how Earl and Bud got made. Earl and Bud got made because you was right, NHA. He didn't need Terrence Crawford. Terrence realized he needed him because David Avenesian wasn't it. And he called that man, and they made the fight happen. That's what happened, NHA.
So I mean, you make it seem you make it seem like Bud had to beg him or something. I understand it.
I'm just telling you the fact. Bud Crawford, they would have not fought if Bud Crawford didn't reach out to Earl Spence, is what Dean's saying.
Spence came out his own mouth and shit during the interview. He's like, nah, I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. He's like, I'm tired of motherfuckers saying I'm ducking this man.
Yeah, after Bud called him. Yeah, I'll fight you because I've been wanting to fight you.
You don't say that regardless.
NHA, that's not how you're trying to put your history on it. Let's talk, Dean. Let's talk about what happened. When he left negotiations, Earl wanted to fight him. But when he left negotiations and for Avenesian, Earl wasn't looking to fight Bud no more.
He said that.
Bud called Earl Spence, and they started to renegotiate, and Earl was with it because that's the fight he wanted. But if Bud didn't do that, they wouldn't have fought. Is what Dame's saying.
I think, but from what Spence said, even this was after when the fight was solidified.
Let's go off of what Bud said. Forget what Spence said. Let's go off of what Bud said.
We got to go about what Spence said because Spence said he said he was tired of motherfuckers saying he ducking him.
NHA, that part has to be true because Bud's the one that made the call.
Yeah, he made the call because they was giving him the ring around the rosy. That's
It doesn't matter,
he
Joseph.
ain't just
Why?
calling for no reason.
Joseph, my point exact. Can you stop interrupting when you're making my point for me? My point is, it doesn't matter why he called him.
Oh,
the point is, the B-side called Earl to make it happen. If Terrence never calls Earl, they don't fight.
Was he really the B-side?
So Shakur needs to call Tank.
So I'm
now,
confused.
Is that what we saying?
Yes.
No, I'm saying, no.
See,
hold on. When you say it like that, yes, he need to call Tank more than Tank need to call him.
I get it, but Tank's already told you he don't want to fight him.
Tank can take every fight Shakur has if he wanted to.
Tank done told the whole world in so many words and shit.
Why did Frank Martin not fight Shakur Stevenson in HA? Why did Frank Martin not fight Shakur Stevenson?
Why did Frank Martin? Because he's a bitch.
No, because Shakur.
No, so he a bitch for fighting Gervonta Davis.
Yeah,
Shakur shorted him. Top rank shorted.
NHA, I hate doing this to you, bro. I love you to death, NHA. You gotta go, gang.
These dudes idiots, Dean.
I love you to death, NHA. No offense, my guy. You just came on my program and said some of the most asinine shit I have ever heard in life. So Frank Martin a bitch for not fighting Shakur and going to go get a bigger bag, and going to go get a bigger bag and going to go fight Gervonta.
But bro, see the Frank Martin shit, they offered him one number. When the papers came, the number was lower than what they offered him. So crazy. Frank said, you're not going to make this right. Give me that little extra. People don't remember this shit, bro.
No, the truth of the matter is he couldn't make $8-9 million fighting Shakur Stevenson. He could with Gervonta.
That's a good point. That's a very good
point. Okay. Let me get to the super chat. I got you, Big Skull. Let me get the super chat. No more sleepwalking with the Deuce. NHA been sleepwalking for the last five years. I love NHA. That's my brother. But that's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy. So let's get this straight.
Dean.
Frank Martin was scared to fight Shakur, who's not a knockout artist, to make more money and go fight the knockout artist on a bigger stage. Okay,
so we should be
go ahead, Big Skull. Hold on, y'all. Let Big Skull go. This is crazy.
Dean, this is why I can't stand Devin Haney and Shakur fans. Y'all want Tank to give up his position and go to Turkey and make the fight with these guys when no great fighter in history did that. All A sides, all A sides have all the power. And Tank is obviously initiating this power by sending Steven Espinoza at Shakur. That's why he said, I'm not helping that side. He's not saying he's not helping Shakur. Exactly. He's saying, he talking about Turkey. He's talking about all the dudes at Matchroom. He said, y'all, if you want that fight, basically come to me. Hey, man, Tank caught up right now, so we don't know when he's going to
fight. Well, the whole show was started. It ain't about him being caught up right now. Bernie the Boxer said that Shakur Boots Ennis, let's not forget, that Shakur Boots Ennis and David Benavidez should have paid more homage to Bud and Canelo to get a fight with them and not listen to the media and all of that.
That's
Did
crazy.
he give that advice to Shakur and Keyshawn about Tank?
Hey, Dean, did they get that same advice to Joe Frazier and Ali?
No, Big Skull. I wanted to be strictly about those fighters because Bud is they big bro. This is the same camp. If you felt that way, did you give that same advice to your little man who you said should be the next best boxer in the world? This is Bernie words. You didn't want to see him get his biggest fight of all time, but you giving Boots and David Benavidez advice, but you can't give it to Shakur and Keyshawn. When Boots is a bigger fighter, when Gervonta is a bigger fighter than Bud, money-wise, status-wise.
Shakur never really disrespected him like I seen Dev do. So, like, it wasn't really no way to trip out on it like that.
Shakur Boots Ennis has never done nothing Shakur has done with Bud. Why did Boots got to pay more homage then?
That's how they feel. That's how he could have got the fight.
Okay, if that's how we feel, then why didn't he give Shakur that advice, Joseph? To his little man. Pretty sure if he could give Boots advice, a nigga he don't know, and David Benavidez, a nigga he don't know, I'm pretty sure he could give it to his little mans and Keyshawn Davis, who in camp with him, who around him all the time, right? Correct?
Yeah, I don't know what he told him, though. He probably ain't saying on the scenes, but, like, I don't know what he told him. Because they talk about it a lot, probably.
I doubt he told him that. And that's why I'm live right now. I'm willing to bet my life savings on it. He didn't tell him that.
See, I gotta see you debate Bernie, man. See, that's
I gotta put it. I put it on my life savings. He didn't tell him that.
We gotta set that up, man. We gotta set
Hey,
that
Dean.
Because guess what I would do? I would tell that nigga to call Shakur right now and ask him live. Did he ever tell him he should have paid more homage to Gervonta Davis?
No facts. Hey, but Dean,
and guess what?
Guess
what? And if he would have said, even if Shakur would have said yes and still not chose to do it, then me and all the Shakurians would have a different conversation then.
Way different.
Go ahead, Thomas. What was you about to say?
I'm gonna say this, and I say this respectfully, man. Especially with 4 shows in particular. Well, hell, 5 shows in particular. When these 5 people go up and give some straight hardcore facts, best believe sometime in the day there's gonna be a admission at Club Johnson Bound Central. Niggas gonna go over there and go over every single one of your talking points.
Oh, for sure.
So you inspire niggas.
Oh, I know I do. They just not better than me at it. Thomas, I aspire them because you got to understand. You got to understand this. You can't fake being entertaining. So you could go ahead and do what you do. I can aspire you, but you can't fake being entertained, though. That's the thing that you got to. That's what people want to listen into. That's something you either have or you don't.
But that's how you know you're hitting them with facts,
so
though.
Go ahead and go over all of my talking points. That's cool. And try to look for an argument just so I can find another argument and have you like Boxing Hacker and them talking about E-I-E-I-O.
And it be the same core gears that be going to the club too. They sit here in all these chats, they get up on panels, they talk their nonsense. But when you hit them with some cold hard facts, and I've seen it on 5 different shows.
They listening. There's 113 people in the chat. You don't think Boxing Hacker and Frequent Fire are listening?
Oh, for sure. And when you hit them with some stuff, that damn, they be like, God dang, now how would they go figure out how they gonna revert that and how they gonna go out to the masses? I'm just going off what Bernie said. Don't get mad at me about what y'all man said. Y'all camp said. Don't get you mad at me for what he said on YSM Sports Media of all places too. You ever go to one of them fight like what is it, PBC or wherever, throw on a fight, and then there'll be a nigga that's spamming, hitting spam.
Yep.
That's what they here to do. Spam. These niggas is only here to spam.
I just want to spam me with some facts. Come up here and tell me what's the difference.
Man, why y'all on Flyer head like that? Flyer cool people.
Now, Flyer, my guy. I'm joking with Flyer.
Can y'all hear me, Dean?
Y'all hear you, Rich?
I feel like, yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, man. I don't know, like who is this guy Bernie is to be talking for other people and shit like that, but that's crazy. I usually listen to a lot of this stuff, but he be saying some outlandish shit. But I feel like the reason why he won't tell Shakur that or Keyshawn is
y'all can hear me?
I can hear you, Rich.
Nah, I feel like Bernie. I feel like Bernie was saying some outlandish shit, but I feel like he won't.
There's somebody at the mall. Who at the mall?
Y'all can hear me now?
You keep cutting out though, bro.
Yeah, I think it's Rich. I think Rich at the mall.
Yeah, Rich, I can hear you. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying I said Bernie been saying some outlandish shit, right? But I feel like the reason why he won't tell Shakur Keyshawn that, because y'all could look it up for yourselves, or I could put it up there for y'all. Tank already done said that before to the Knicks. He done said, man, people, it's a certain way that you gotta go about it, get in the fight with me. And a lot of people been coming off disrespectful. And I can put the chat in the video if y'all want me to.
Yeah, that's cool.
What that got to do with if Bernie's?
I feel like Tank already told them niggas that, so there's no point of telling them.
But then Rich, then everybody got to apologize to Gervonta for acting like he wrong for feeling like that. If Bernie's saying the same shit,
all right, thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, that's all.
Right,
If Richard,
that's
that's
cool.
you, mute your background, please.
That's him. And he just agreed.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Then that means all Shakurians and everybody got to apologize to Gervonta Davis because
wait, hold on. What you say? People got apologize for what?
You already agreed.
No, I was
already
actually
past
some
that.
food, and I said, yeah.
Nah, you agreed.
No, I'm saying then all of the Shakurians got to apologize to Gervonta Davis then, because if Bernie feels the same way that you need to pay fighters more homage to get the fight, and then you saying that he told Shakur and them that if they didn't do it, then that means that they don't give a fuck about getting the fight. Then
why people got apologize?
Simple and plain.
Gervonta Davis. Who is Bernie? Who the fuck is Bernie?
Let me get to this super chat real quick. We got Curtis Robinson with the douche. Shakur and Shakurians love capping solid as a rock. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Then that means all Shakurians, y'all need to apologize then. Band up, what's up?
My guy Dean, what's happening with you, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, you know I'm out here loving this Super Bowl weather, man. You dig?
I already know. I know that feeling. I know that
man,
feeling.
and bro, I was telling you to come, bro.
You turned into the Matrix, brother.
$1,000 for a plane ticket for a fucking parade.
Bro, I ain't hear nothing you said, Band Up. You was in the Matrix, gang.
That nigga said you turned into the Matrix.
No, he did though.
You hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. What was you saying?
No. Oh, that's because these fucking airplanes is passing by. I was just saying, I was gonna tell you to come out here, gang, but nah, bro. $1,500 for a plane ticket just to get to a parade is not it. On God.
No, that's crazy. Y'all all way at the corner of the earth. I mean, of the North America, right?
Like like that. But hey, why you said Bud? You said the Bud fans gotta hop up. You know what I mean? I'm a boxing fan, and you know who I rock with. Why Bud gotta apologize? Why we gotta apologize? What we do?
Huh?
You said you was calling for all the Shakurians, all the Bud fans.
You ain't heard what Bernie the Boxer said?
No, but why Bud?
No, did you not hear what Bernie? That's his best friend. What you mean?
But why do Bud gotta apologize?
That's his best friend. They talk about this type of stuff. You want Dean to believe that Bernie hasn't said this to Bud Crawford? He probably agreed.
He probably said what? He told Bud. He said that Bud should pay homage.
No, he said that Boots should have paid more homage to Bud.
Okay,
to get the fight.
So I get that, right? Okay, I hear that, but it ain't like. But like you just said, he should tell Shakur that, right? Well, Bernie can't really tell Bud that.
Tell Bud what?
To pay homage to anybody, like
bro, Band Up, you're confusing it. I'm not Band Up. Are you listening, bro? You got that? Are you high, Band Up?
Yeah, he too high off the Super Bowl.
Are you high right now, Band Up? We are not telling that he said Bud gotta pay homage to anybody. Bernie the Boxer said Boots and David Benavidez should have paid more homage.
See, and then when it comes to that,
and Bud to get the fight.
Okay. I hear you with that.
And I'm saying, did he give that same advice to his little homies, Keyshawn and Shakur, about Gervonta?
Yep. No, he didn't.
I wouldn't say that. I don't think they're too much of fans of the Tank side, like you guys been saying. But I can say this, and this isn't even pushback. I can't say this, bro. These motherfuckers is real finicky with their feelings and words. Because, bro, at the end of the day, my nigga, bro, no matter what was said, bro, you niggas know what you niggas stand on, bro. And if you really want to get in that ring with that man and really prove it, then it got to be handled. And paying the whole homage thing. Let me finish. And the whole paying homage thing, David Benavidez talking about, not David Benavidez, Canelo was talking about David should have been more nicer to him or whatever the fuck that dumbass nigga said back before the fight happened. I was like, what the fuck? That's soft to me. What you mean he got to be more nice to you than you probably would have gave him the fight? Nigga, you guys is fighters. That's just soft to me.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
Well,
that
then
buddy
don't you?
buddy
What then?
shit.
Don't ain't Bud Crawford soft for that, and Bernie ain't they
he the
soft for that for
Hold
saying
patriarch.
on,
Boots
how
ain't
is
He
got to
the
Bud
do that?
soft? What did Bud do
Dude,
that was
he the
soft?
leader of this shit. He the daddy of
Bernie the
acting like a
boxer
kid.
said, but Boots should have paid more homage to Bud to get the
Oh no,
fight.
so I'm not. I don't think Bud would have gave him that fight left or right. That's the thing about it. Whether you paid homage or not, I don't think Bud would have given him that fight
But
simply
that's
because
not what
the
Bernie
age
said.
difference.
He would know better than you,
Simply,
Bando.
hold on, but
Wouldn't
look,
he know
simply,
better than me and you?
yeah, but like you said, Dean, we got to use our eyes too. We both know, we
Man, I
both see
don't
the
want
age
to do that.
difference in it.
I ain't gonna go against what the man best friend said,
But
Bando.
we have to use our own common knowledge too, Dean.
I'm saying,
You know what I
no,
mean?
gang,
They in
no,
two
but
different
So
eras.
Bando,
so
you
Dean,
saying
They
that
you
in
was
two
too
acting
high
different
like
risk,
eras.
low
you acting
reward?
No,
like you acting like
listen.
Bernie called
They
so
in two
shots.
Bando,
different
hold on,
eras,
no,
Bernie
Dean.
Bando.
called
So
all the
you want me to
shots.
believe that Bernie and Terrence never talked about him fighting Boots?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, no, but
I'm
that's
not
what
saying
I'm
that.
saying.
Of course, they've talked about Boots being an
And
opponent.
Bernie is
Everybody
telling us
has.
that he thinks he ain't just pull this out his ass.
Probably did, but go ahead.
I doubt it. Because I'm pretty sure he probably told that to Bud, and Bud probably agreed.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't think Bud would
Now we
like
don't want to
whether.
listen to
No, what I'm
Bernie
saying
about
is
Bud.
I'm not going against what you're saying, bro. But I'm saying I don't think he would have gave Boots that fight, whether Boots had
Me
gave
either.
Crawford all the respect or not. If Boots was at 47 saying, "Hey, bro, I respect bro, but I still want to fight him and all this shit," I still don't think Bud would have gave him the damn fight.
Yeah, he
I
didn't have to
agree.
fight him. He didn't have to fight him.
So
Why
paying
fight
Why
him?
homage,
he didn't have to fight him?
He didn't have
exactly.
to.
You got to understand, Bud
Why?
was talking.
Why he
Bud
didn't
at
have to
one
But
point,
fight him?
the whole
hold on.
question
Hold
is,
up,
did
look,
Bernie
and
say that to Shakur?
I don't know if he said that to score. Bernie be on some other shit. But when
Nah,
it comes to
Oh,
the
not
Bud
Bernie on some
situation,
other shit.
look. I've never been a Bernie fan.
too bad
You
with
ain't never heard me
Scarface,
support Bernie.
man.
But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, when it comes to this Bud shit, he wouldn't have gave him that fight, bro. Left or right, and I
Facts.
don't think I don't think paying homage would have did anything for it. When he was even talking before the EJ fight. Remember, Bud was like, "Bro, I could retire right now," and that was before the
Facts.
fucking EJ fight. So
Facts.
nigga kind of already been halfway with the shit.
Yeah.
All
He didn't
right,
have
Hey,
I'm
to.
just
Dean.
saying,
That's
man.
why he
That's
didn't
his
have to
best
fight
friend,
him.
man. That's all
That's
I'm
why he
saying.
didn't have to fight him. He never had to fight him.
Who said?
That's
Who?
his best
According to
friend
who?
in the world.
Huh? You said
Bernie is his
according
According
to
to
who?
homeboy. That's his
who?
home slice.
According to y'all fans or
And
according to the
at the
casuals?
end of the day, if
Dean,
I
let me
just
say
want to
this one
know if he
thing,
gave
Dean.
But
that
let me
You
same
can't hear
let,
us.
let
valuable
me
because
We
Shakur
uh
can't
fans
hear
said
you.
Tank was soft for feeling like that. That's just all I'm trying to get at. Shakur fans was saying Tank was soft for feeling like that. Well, is
Yep.
Bud and Canelo and their old team soft for feeling like that too?
Hey,
This is
Crawford is
Bernie's
just a
advice
gentleman,
on how
man. You
you
got to
get big
respect this
fights.
gentleman.
This is Bernie's advice. Hey, Big Sco, I'm gonna have your Big Sco. Just get in the chat, Big Sco, because for some reason you keep like jumping in and out, bro, and it's fucking up the live. Because every time you come in and out, I gotta come back in and all that. So it's just doing too much, bro.
Deem,
Appreciate you though, Big Sco.
You didn't hear
But
me and Big Skull talking?
nah,
Nah,
bro, like Bernie,
Uh
I just don't like the
I don't
hypocrisy,
think you can
dog.
hear us.
When Tank was telling niggas to pay homage, what has he done and all of this other shit, and oh no, just fight the nigga. Well, why Boots and David Benavidez don't get that respect? They
Real
gotta do
shit.
all of this extra shit to fight Bud and Canelo, though.
Yeah,
It don't make sense to me, dog. It just
that's
don't
some
make
me
sense to me. I
bias
don't
shit.
see how you can have it both ways.
he never
That's
had
I
to
some
don't see how
fight
you can
Boots
have it
bias
both
though.
for me
ways.
shit.
He was never
It's
gonna get Boots
either
to fight. He never had to fight him.
you pay
Yeah, Dean,
homage
you
or
can
you
hear
not.
us, bro.
You know,
Because
I'm gonna say something real quick. Hey, if you would have told me when I first started paying attention to this boxing shit that David Benavidez would never fight Canelo and Bud would never fight, well, he did fight EJ, well, a Boots, and that they would end up fighting each other, I would think you were lying.
He never had to fight him
That's
though.
boxing, though, bro.
I'm just
Expect
saying,
the
man.
unexpected.
I don't
All
understand how
that shit.
we gonna have double standards now, dog. That's the
Yep.
same camp. Now Bud, Bernie, Shakur, and they not all the same camp no more.
Because Papa's shit starter and Bud Crawford is the daddy to all these dudes.
They not
bro.
all the same
He
camp no
started
more.
this
I'm
shit.
confused.
They
Come
all
on,
grown.
man.
The Dean, they all grown men.
Y'all go
So
ahead. Y'all go ahead and cook. I'm just confused on that. I need people to give me a logical argument for this.
They don't got one,
Damn,
bro.
Boots got to do that. David Benavidez got to do that.
can
I
you
feel
hear
you,
us?
Did you
Joseph,
tell
but you can
Shakur to
see
do
where he's
that to
coming
fight
from, though,
Tank?
right?
Nah, can you
Huh?
hear us though?
Nah,
Can you
Nah,
hear
he
us?
can
can
hear
you hear
you.
us? Can you hear us, Dean?
I can't hear him. Go ahead.
Damn, I've
I
been
knew
saying
he
something
couldn't
the
hear
whole
us.
time.
He couldn't hear us for like 20 minutes. Every time Big
Yeah.
Scope comes in, that's what he's talking about. Somebody with bad Wi-Fi enters the stream when he's streaming to both the views. It's how it fucks up, bro. I did mad research, bro. They gave me a couple free months over this shit.
But no, but I mean, on the real though, you can hear what he's saying, all right, Joe?
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm
how
saying they
can it be the
all
case here, but not the case everywhere else?
they all different people though. Like
got me
they gonna
fucked
move
I
how
up.
they
feel you
want
on
to
that.
move.
You got me fucked all the way up.
I just don't like the damn hypocrisy in this sport of boxing, dog. So Boots and David Benavidez got to pay homage, but Keyshawn and Shakur don't, I guess. Like, whatever.
But
Whatever, dog.
it's always gonna be hypocrisy because it's the Wild Wild West.
Not while
Ain't
Deem is
no
here. No, it's
rules.
not. Not while
Ain't no
Deem is here.
rules in
That's
this
why I'm here.
game. You
It's
know
That's
not
that,
a
why I'm
Dean?
here.
sport. There
Ain't
ain't
no
no
rules.
rules.
Ain't no
So
rules
if
in
there's
Yeah,
no
this.
rules, why we only apply rules to certain folk?
Then if it ain't
That's the
the business of
hypocrisy.
boxing. That's what Dana and them's trying to eliminate. The whole business, what we do here.
shit is crazy, dog.
It's super crazy.
This is just
It's some me bias shit though. It's Terrence Crawford thinking that he's the fucking man. Everybody needs to worship the ground he walks on and anybody associated with him. So it's the me bias shit.
Bud,
You
not the
got to be
man.
this way to me, but to anybody else, fuck them.
So he not the man. D1, Bud, not the man.
No,
Come
not to
on,
me.
man. Come on now.
David Benavidez is the man.
Hold on, Joseph. So Tank not the man?
I always said Tank was a superstar.
All right then.
Tank is the man, technically, like the man of boxing, the fucking top draw. He
He's
is,
a
bro.
star. He's a
Canelo ain't on him.
superstar.
He's the
But
top
he not
guy.
the man. He not the being
Bro,
the
look
man
at
is
how the
different.
promoters and the people that are supposed to treat Tank
No, he
like
a
the man.
superstar for sure.
Bud is the man.
Bud
This
is
is
the
crazy,
man of
dog.
boxing.
That
He's
ain't
the
never
No,
been
number
the
no,
man,
one.
y'all.
bro.
No.
You know what I'm
He's the
tired of,
best.
y'all.
That
Hold
don't
on,
mean you're
y'all.
the
I'm
man.
tired of Joseph. I love y'all, but what I'm tired of y'all, you and the band ups. Y'all find a way to gaslight us.
Who
I
gaslighting?
didn't tell Bernie to say this shit.
What did I do? What did I do, Ding?
No, y'all be finding a way to get. Well, Bud ain't say. I don't care if Bud say it. If Coach Kenny would have said this shit, y'all crucify him.
Bernie don't
That's
call
a
no
amen.
shots though. Bernie don't call no
Bro,
shots.
bro. Neither do Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny.
One of y'all got fucked up service now.
Somebody got
So they
bad
both
audio, bro.
they all advisors is what we hearing.
No, I'm just confused on. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I didn't tell Bernie to say this shit. Jerron Ennis was never Bud friend. David Benavidez was never Canelo friend. What we talking about, bro?
One of you got terrible fucking
Somebody
feedback.
got a terrible audio, dog.
Hey, yeah, whoever just
Where you guys get these fucking?
I can hear
where
you,
you
KO.
guys connect to Wi-Fi at?
Hey, can I hop in real quick?
KO.
Salute, KO.
Salute everybody. How many of y'all follow Bernie the Box?
I don't.
I don't watch him, so nah. I don't hear about him. Till
Anybody
Dean
up
talk
here
about him.
follow Bernie the Box?
No.
His YouTube channel.
I do. I
Okay,
follow his
how
YouTube
long-
page, but I don't be paying attention to that
How
shit. There's
long-
too many other shit.
When it was real heavy with the Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford situation before they fight. Do y'all remember Terrence Crawford going on Bernie the Boxers live and interviewing with him?
Oh, I remember that.
Rich, do you remember that? Rich, do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think that's the homie band up. Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember. I'm listening.
Okay. When the topic came up of Bernie the Boxer speaking for Terrence Crawford, what did Terrence Crawford say when it comes to Bernie the Boxer speaking for him?
I don't know, KO. What do you say, KO? Because I ain't watching.
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, ask them. Oh, yeah. I want to know the answer.
Shit,
What's
I
the
don't
answer,
know.
y'all?
I just remember him saying Bernie ain't no hype man. That's what I remember.
No, band up. Do you remember what Bud Crawford said in regards to that?
Not directly.
Okay. Bud Crawford on Bernie the Boxer's live said, when you hear him speaking, it's like I'm saying it. If he's saying it, then I said it. He speaks for me.
Oh, like Devin said about Bill.
I'll let y'all continue y'all's conversation. But let's stop acting like Bernie the Boxer is some third-hand knowledge, like he don't know what he's talking about. That live stream is still up, and Terrence Bud Crawford himself said, if you hear him saying it, it's like me saying it. Bernie speaks for me.
Hey, but KO,
Go
this whole
look it up
time I
if you
never
think
said
I'm lying.
I never said that. I never said that.
wonderful.
I never said KO and Bud wasn't talking though. I mean, not KO, Bernie and Bud wasn't talking though. When he asked me that, I do believe they had the
I'm not saying
conversation.
I'm not saying you said that. I just heard a bunch of people saying, "Oh well, Bud didn't say it," or "But everybody's their own man. They each all their own man." No,
Yeah,
Bud Crawford
I said that.
Bud Crawford came out his mouth when they was doing the whole Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, and that's when Bernie was going live damn near every day, taking up for Bud. Bud came on his live stream and said, "This man speaks for me."
Yes, in those words.
So y'all
Hey,
can
yo,
see
that's amazing. I didn't even know. Thank you, KO.
Just know that Bud Crawford disagrees with y'all when it comes to Bernie not speaking for him. And I'll let y'all have.
Damn. Y'all heard that, y'all?
Yeah, we heard the fluff. We heard the fluff.
Y'all heard that, y'all. So, like I said, did Bernie the Boxer give Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis this same valuable advice? I wonder. And is that G shit? Do you have to pay homage to niggas or not? What's up, Too Rich? Should you have to pay homage to a nigga or not, Too Rich?
Why pay homage to a nigga when he only 2 years older than you?
Hold on.
Too Rich. What's up, player?
When you say the word homage, that's associated with some kind of greatness. I'm saying, what has he done great? What has he done great? He ain't beat no champion at 135. Why would they pay homage to him? I ain't say they got to disrespect him, but why the fuck are they paying homage to him?
Now you gotta repeat that because he was gone because the stream keep fucking up.
Nah, go ahead. No, I'm just saying, Tank they all got belts and they all have fought each other. What are they paying homage to him for?
Who fought each other? None of these guys fought each other.
They haven't fought each other.
Too Rich.
Giving none of them credit over Tank.
No, Too Rich. Ask Bernie that. Why do Boots got to pay Bud homage? Why Benavidez got to pay Canelo homage?
I'm not saying I agree. I don't think no nigga should beg for no fight because that don't work. That don't work. Begging a nigga for a fight clearly don't work. But I'm just saying, I ain't seen nothing to pay homage for. Popular fighter, talented fighter, but we need the fight so we can say who great, who not great.
Listen, Too Rich, why you arguing? Too Rich, you trying to make your argument for Bernie the Boxer. All I'm asking is, did Bernie the Boxer tell Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn the same thing?
He probably did. We'll never know.
So Shakur can get this fight.
I heard Shakur say, Tank's a great fighter. Ain't nobody ducking nobody. We are going to fight. Well, I heard him say a whole lot of times trying to talk supportive of the fight, and that didn't work. That shit didn't work. It didn't work.
What? Shakur ain't never had a chance to be on pay-per-view for you guys to support their fight so they can get a big fight. Because when two guys are both proven sellers, they make that fight.
He just was on pay-per-view.
Pitbull was on pay-per-view. Mario Barrios was on pay-per-view.
No, we not.
Frank Martin was willing to accept what he was offered.
This is what they want to do. Y'all not going to gaslight me. That's the active squad, Too Rich. They're the standard in boxing. Bernie the Boxer, Terrence Crawford said Bernie speaks for him. So like I was trying to tell them, I'm pretty sure they talked about Jerron Boots Ennis and how Boots and him fighting Boots. So if Bernie is saying, because he speaks for Bud, that in order to fight to fight Terrence Crawford, Too Rich, Boots should have paid more homage. Well, wouldn't that apply to Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn too?
No.
Who said no?
Yeah, I don't think none of them should be paying homage to nobody. I don't know what homage is, man. It's a fight game.
No. Who said no? It shouldn't be applied to Shakur and Keyshawn.
I said no.
Why? Well, I want to hear this. Why?
Because, bro, he barely older than him. He like 2 years older than him. Why am I paying homage to you?
What does that mean when it comes to a fight? The age matters. What does that mean when it comes to wanting to fight somebody?
What is he paying homage to him for?
What Tank is that none of them are is a fucking ticket seller.
What would Boots be paying homage to that? What would Boots be paying homage to Crawford for?
You don't see me telling you Boots got to pay homage.
No, y'all want to stop gaslighting me. Stop trying to derail. I don't care what you are saying. I am saying, isn't Bernie a hypocrite if he didn't give Shakur Stevenson the same advice?
Yes, he's a hypocrite. But why would he give him that advice?
Okay, if he a hypocrite, then ain't that Bud best friend?
Yeah, that's Bud's best friend.
So that means Bud Crawford hang with a hypocritical ass nigga then.
It's a lot of hypocrites
And
out here.
that would mean that he didn't tell Shakur Stevenson the same advice. That would mean he didn't tell Shakur Stevenson the same advice because they clearly jealous of Gervonta Davis then, right? You say you don't gotta pay Tank no homage, but you better pay Bud and Canelo homage.
I don't see jealousy. I just see I want your spot. Everybody wants the top
That's
spot.
the definition of jealousy, homie.
No, because in football, everybody
David
wants the top
Benavidez
spot.
just want to beat Canelo. He don't want his spot.
He do want his spot.
Bro, David Benavidez is on the pound. Bro. David Benavidez is already on the pound for pound list. Canelo is not. So as far as boxing, he's already looked at as better than Canelo.
You're over here taking up for their team when Keyshawn and fucking Devin about to fight.
I'm not taking up for nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't taking up for nobody.
It should be Devin Haney over Shakur. You Shakur and Devin.
So no. So now, since everybody want to divert the conversation, this is where I'm going. If that's what Bernie the Boxer feel, and that's what Terrence Crawford feel, Terrence Crawford's a motherfucking duck, nigga, and so is Canelo Alvarez, nigga. Now is people going to hit the link? Now argue. Now since y'all want to derail the motherfucking conversation, let's derail it. Then so now Dean going to interpret since y'all want to put y'all own shit on it and not answer my motherfucking question. Well, since Bernie speaks for Bud, he's a motherfucking duck of Shakur Boots in this because he was his mandatory, and he's basically saying the only reason why Boots ain't get to fight because he ain't sucked dick enough.
So Tank a duck too, right?
For what? Who is Tank trying to fight that's bigger than him? Who Tank got to pay homage to?
Didn't Tank say the same
thing? Who Tank got to pay homage to? Who above Gervonta Davis?
Who
above Gervonta Davis?
Who's bigger than Bud? Who the fuck Bud trying to fight that's bigger than him? They didn't pay homage to.
We're not going to do this.
Bud.
No, because you.
Who do Gervonta Davis got to pay homage to?
Bro, I didn't say he had to pay homage. You just said what you
said.
So
how could Gervonta Davis be a duck? He ain't fucking. No. How could Gervonta Davis be a duck then?
Let me finish what I'm saying. You said they didn't do enough. He not nothing. Nobody. Something like that.
No, I didn't say that. That's what Bernie and them said. Stop saying what I said. I didn't say that. Bernie said that.
And I said Tank has said that too. So isn't he a duck too?
Not to Bernie the Boxer, he's not. Not to Terrence Crawford, he's not.
I'm saying you just said that.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Bernie the Boxer and Terrence Crawford.
So that's what
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Bernie the Boxer and Terrence Crawford, nigga.
I'm saying
by Bernie the Boxer logic, which is his best friend is Terrence Crawford, and he speak for him. By that logic, he's a motherfucking duck. Because in boxing, you shouldn't be in your feelings. It shouldn't matter if somebody pay you fucking homage or not. You should fight them. That's the same shit y'all tell Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, and so is
Tank. So keep the same rule when it comes to Terrence Crawford. Then he's a motherfucking duck of Shakur Boots in his. Then thank you. That's where I was getting at.
He's saying
that makes no sense, still, Dean. How the fuck is he a duck?
Let's debate it. Now, matter of fact, since all y'all niggas want to talk at once, we gonna all go. Since y'all stay in the back. Since Band Up said it first, I'm gonna debate him first. Yup, Band Up, you there?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Go ahead, you talk. I'm gonna come right back in. You talk.
So you said to get it right. So I'm not putting words in your mouth. You know what I mean? You're saying, but you said when he said Tank should pay homage. You said who the fuck is bigger than Tank? Well, nigga, if that's the case, Boots ain't bigger than fucking Bud. Bud got the bigger fight that he wanted to, whether he had to pay homage or not. So I don't get how the fuck he's gonna have to reach up to Boots. How the hell is he ducking Boots? That don't make sense.
Band Up.
What's up?
Yeah, that's you with that echo too. Go ahead.
Right, my bad.
No, you go ahead. No, I'm gonna go. You talk. I'm gonna go on you. Tell me how Terrence Crawford not a duck if what Bernie the Boxer is saying true.
No, did you hear what I said?
What you say?
Oh, I said you when Joseph brought up that Tank should pay homage. Your response to that was, who the fuck is bigger than Tank? Well, we're talking about who the fuck is bigger. Boots ain't no bigger than Bud. So how the fuck he ducked that?
Gervonta Davis is bigger than Bud Crawford.
No, I said Boots ain't bigger than Bud.
I know, and Gervonta Davis is bigger than Bud Crawford.
So if he's saying,
so I'm going off of what Bernie said. Y'all told me that you shouldn't be a fighter, be in your feelings. It shouldn't matter what the other person says. You should fight them. You shouldn't have to do all of that to fight the person. That's what I've been told. That's what everybody told me. So by that logic and what Bernie said about his best friend, that makes him a fucking duck. By boxing fan logic.
My logic, what I come from that is
I ain't talking about your logic. I'm talking about boxing fans.
Okay, but I
ain't talking about your logic. I'm talking about boxing fans. If Coach Calvin, I answer this band up. If Coach Calvin or Coach Kenny came out and said Shakur Stevenson need to pay Gervonta Davis more homage to get a fight, what would everybody say about Gervonta Davis?
That came from Tank and his crew.
No, what would they call him?
Oh, they would say that's another reason for him.
So what would they call him? Band up, get to it. What would they call him?
A duck to get over the fight.
So Terrence Crawford team is saying that now. Put the same situation Terrence is in right now.
It's not, but Tank is, but and Tank
no,
and
no, it
Bud
is the same situation because hold on, it's even worse, man. Because Gervonta never said Coach Calvin and them speak for him, but Bernie said Terrence Crawford said Bernie speaks for him.
I get what you're saying, but Tank and Bud are not in the same predicament.
How?
They're not in the same predicament. How? Because Bud at that time was going for legacy, going for the face of boxing.
So
actually,
hold on. But Tank what? Tank is the face of boxing. He ain't going for nothing. He is.
He went for a Tank and Canelo and got that. How the fuck is that a duck if you're trying to get somebody that's bigger and better?
Band up. Do you hear yourself, bro?
Yes,
do you hear myself?
You can't, bro.
Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Shakur don't need to pay Gervonta Davis homage, but Shakur Boots is needed to pay Bud homage. You just told me that if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny came out here and said Shakur need to pay Gervonta Davis homage, that the whole boxing community would say he's ducking. And then when I tell you, when Bernie the Boxer says that Shakur Boots need to pay Crawford more homage, what is it? It's not the same thing with him. He shouldn't be called a duck now.
This is where I'm going with it. I'm with
that answer the question. You said it was true.
Yes or no? Is
it true with Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny?
Yes, that's correct.
Band up. I don't like when y'all deem me. Don't deem me, bro. You just said it's true with Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, right? If they came out here and said exactly what Bernie said, right?
Everything you're saying is correct. Yes, but you're not finished.
Okay, no. We're going to stick to the point, bro.
But you're not finished. You
just told me, band up, that if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny said that same exact thing, everybody would call Gervonta a duck.
Yes, but you can't leave it there.
Shouldn't everybody be calling Terrence Crawford a duck who said Bernie the Boxer speak for him?
No, because that's why you're not listening to complete story. Where the fuck is Tank going? Where is his career? He is in that same class, same division, right? Okay. Where the fuck was Bud going for his career? There's a reason he did not fight him. He was going for something else. Tank and Bud are not in the same predicament. Like I've been saying,
do y'all hear this nigga? Do y'all hear this nigga?
Hell, nigga.
Tank is already where Bud was trying to get. So shouldn't Shakur definitely pay homage to Gervonta? He's already the face of boxing. What are you talking about?
I agree about the Shakur point. I'm not with that whole sentiment.
Okay, and didn't you tell me that Bud was the man? Didn't you tell me that Bud's the man? Didn't you tell me Bud's the man? Right?
I'm with all that.
Didn't you tell me Bud the man?
I'm not with it.
No, didn't you tell me Bud the man? Didn't you tell me Bud the man? Right?
Yes, Bud's that
just
nigga.
Like Gervonta, right?
Yes, they are the niggas in the ring.
And you think that you don't like that they saying that Shakur would have to pay more homage to Gervonta. They wouldn't let Gervonta get away with that, would they?
I don't like it for either fighter. I don't like that.
All right, that's my motherfucking point. Then on to the next. Then he's a motherfucking duck. If everybody would call Gervonta Davis a duck, then Terrence Crawford's a fucking duck.
You can't. It's not the complete story, Dean. It's not.
How?
Hold on, bro. Hold the fuck up, bro. What? You said what, bro? You niggas better back the fuck up. No, I'm sorry. These motherfucking smokers out here, dog. But anyways, you said what?
Gervonta Davis is already past Bud Crawford.
Yes. He's a bigger star than Bud Crawford.
So if Shakur, if you think that everybody would say Coach Calvin said the same thing Bernie said, that everybody would call Gervonta Davis a duck.
Yes, we're lockstep with that.
Then Terrence Crawford, everybody should be calling him a duck too.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
How?
because what is the end and what is the end goal of all this? What is he even talking about? He trying to get money.
The end goal is to get the biggest fight of your life. What are you talking about? The end goal is what's Shakur Stevenson biggest fight, Vanda?
No, answer this question, Dean. Answer
what
this
is
question.
Shakur Stevenson biggest fight? What is Shakur Stevenson biggest fight?
Shakur. I'm Tank.
What is Shakur Boots in his biggest fight?
Bud.
Okay, then so Bud, so Shakur Boots and Shakur is in the same exact position. They both trying to fight the man. And you just told me that if Coach Calvin, who's attached to Gervonta, said that about Shakur, everybody would call him a duck.
We are lost.
But Bernie just said that about Boots, and he not a duck.
Yes, completely, because
all
of
right,
where
then
they're
that's
going.
the end of the conversation. Then let me bring Too Rich up. Then thank you for agreeing with me. Too Rich,
what's going on, man?
Your turn. I said it's your turn.
Okay. I mean, where we going? First of all, like I said before, if you want to pay somebody homage, they gotta at least be great. Canelo wasn't just the face of boxing; he was also an undisputed champion. He did shit in boxing other than just be popular. You see what I mean? So
I'm not
Tank
talking
is
about Bud
nobody
and Canelo though. I'm talking about Shakur Boots and Terrence Crawford. It doesn't matter if Gervonta Davis was trying to get a bigger fight than Shakur. Shakur fans in the boxing community would still call him a duck if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny said that. It doesn't matter what Gervonta Davis would be trying to do, Too Rich.
Now,
I'm gonna ask you nice and calmly. I'm gonna ask you nice and calmly, Rich. Too Rich, because I don't play ring around the rosy with me. I'm asking nice and calmly. If Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny said the same exact shit that Bernie the Boxer said about Bud Crawford and Shakur Boots in his, would the boxing community call Gervonta Davis a duck or not?
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about the homage thing. I don't know nothing about the kiss
Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny came out in an interview and said if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny came out in an interview and said, in order for Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson could have got the fight with Tank, but I think he should have just paid more homage. If he'd have paid more homage, he would have got the fight with Tank already. With Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, as much as you know Instagram, Twitter streets, Too Rich, YouTube, wouldn't it be videos saying Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, Gervonta Davis ducking? Wouldn't the boxing community be saying that's some sucker shit for him to say?
Okay, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna agree with you on that, but I wouldn't put that on Tank though. I wouldn't put that on Tank because of what Coach Calvin also said. He don't like the style
because Gervonta never said that Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny speak for him.
But still, come on, man. That's a narrative. We know Bud ain't ducking no damn boots, man. We know that, man.
All I'm saying is, Too Rich, they like to say Gervonta said he'd never fight Shakur. Bud said he'd never fight Boots too. It's the same exact situation, Too Rich. Same exact. An up-and-coming fighter who wants your spots, and you are the man, and an up-and-coming fighter who people think can beat you. Same exact situation, Too Rich. Shakur is Boots, and Gervonta is Bud. Tell me the difference. Besides, Gervonta is bigger than all three of them niggas combined.
Well, I don't agree with that, but yeah, I don't agree with that though. You know, I don't agree with.
Has any of them niggas ever did? Has any of them niggas ever came close to a $1.2 million pay-per-view? We know he's more popular than Bud because Gervonta did double what Earl and Bud did, so we know that already. And them niggas is not more popular than Bud. So, like I said, he's more popular than all three combined.
I mean, I don't agree with that. But if that's the narrative you want to go with, then I guess you could have that. But you can't put it on Bud. If you want to put that on,
it ain't no narrative. Bernie the Boxer said this. Don't get mad at me about a narrative.
But I ain't gonna attribute what Bernie said to no damn Bud. But I get it.
Well,
that's how it's
Too Rich. Guess what? Too Rich. Terrence Crawford does. He said he speak for him. How you arguing for Bud when Terrence said he speak for him?
Well, I also saw Terrence on Gillian Wallow check Boots, and I ain't hear no smoke. I ain't hearing no smoke.
Talking about that. Don't try to bring me around the world, bro. Bernie the Boxer said that Boots should have paid more homage to get Bud. Ain't that some bullshit duck talk or not? Would Gervonta Davis and his team get away with saying the same shit?
If you don't put that on Bernie, if that's the narrative, that's fine.
Bro,
I ain't got
no narrative. He said it. Do you want me to play it? See, no, Too Rich, y'all talk about narratives, so I'm about to play exactly what he said. Since it's a narrative. A narrative is something I make up. He made this up, Too Rich.
Bernie a YouTuber, bro. Just like y'all giving y'all opinions, he giving his fucking opinion on YouTube, bro.
Well, it doesn't matter or not. Is he Terrence Crawford's best friend?
I ain't gonna do with that. Point me to a video
No,
of
I'm talking to you. If you ain't got nothing to do with it, why are we talking about it then? Can you answer my question? Is he Terrence Crawford best friend?
Boots calling Bud.
Is he Terrence Crawford best friend or not? Is he Terrence Crawford best friend or not?
Man, hey, bring somebody else. I can't argue this point, man. I can't argue this point.
I know. I get because what y'all don't want to do is admit that he's a damn duck. What y'all don't want to do is sit up there. What y'all don't want to do. What y'all don't want to do is admit. What y'all don't want to do is admit. What y'all don't want to do is admit that if Gervonta Davis' team ever said some shit like that with Gervonta Davis, y'all be calling him a duck.
Well, that's the new narrative. I get it.
Oh, now that's the new narrative. You know what? Y'all gotta go. I love y'all. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Now that's the new narrative. So that's the new narrative, huh? Huh, Too Rich? That's the new narrative, huh? That's the new narrative. Oh, okay. That's the new narrative, huh? That's the new narrative. Okay. Okay. I made this up, right? I said that, right? All right, cool. How about that? Fuck it. Since I made it up, yo, my fault. I made it up. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I brought this up. I said this. Dean made this up. Niggas, boy. Dean made this up. So since I made this narrative, we gonna see who made this narrative, me or Bernie the Boxer, who is Bud Crawford's best friend, and Bud Crawford said, speak to him. Good looking, KO, for telling me that, because I never even heard him said that. Y'all lucky I didn't know that at the beginning of the conversation. So since I made it up, watch what we about to do. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. Make sure you hit that cash app. Hold on. What you say, Bernie?
A little more homage to Crawford.
What you say?
Guys, come.
Now, y'all, this is on YSM Sports Media. Dame didn't do this interview. Dame didn't tell Bernie the Boxer to say this. Dame just asking questions and bringing in parallels. Hold on, y'all. Listen to him.
You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford is all about helping the guys coming up. But I feel like, Boots, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in a direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on, instead he paid a little more homage to Crawford. I think that would have been the best step in the direction, but I feel like
Shakur, if you would have paid a little bit more homage to Gervonta Davis and didn't let the media and Bud Crawford and Bernie and all them fill your head up with all of this bullshit, you would have got your biggest fight of your life, gang. Bernie the Boxer, Shakur Stevenson, I want you to know, all Shakurians, Bernie the Boxer is saying to y'all, if Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn would have paid more homage, they would have got the biggest fight of their life, y'all. Now you think, Teach, look, here goes Shakur in here. Now you think Bernie ain't mean what he said, but he said what he meant. He said it twice, Teach. How I take it out of context, Teach. He said homage twice. He meant exactly what he said, Teach. If Coach Calvin came out here and said, oh, man, Shakur, if he would have just paid a little bit more homage to Gervonta Davis, he would have got the fight. Y'all have crucified him. And they get up here and act like YouTube and social media and Twitter wouldn't have crucified Gervonta Davis for that. It's fucking asinine. Y'all being disingenuous, and y'all just hate that y'all man's in that position again. And then y'all be the same niggas. Well, Dean, Tank said that he'll never fight Shakur. So the fuck did Bud. He said he'll never fight Boots, too. Oh, you was agreeing, Teach. My fault. I read it wrong. And this Bud Crawford best friend who KO told me is on alive. And Terrence Crawford said he speaks for him. So that spoke about him fighting Jaron Ennis. Bernie did 1,000 interviews about Jaron Ennis and Bud fighting Jaron Ennis. But you mean to tell me Bernie never talked to Bud Crawford about fighting fucking Jaron Ennis and got his perspective on it? Where you think Bernie probably got that from? Bud probably said that to him, and that's why he's saying it. Shit is fucking unbelievable, dog. Unbelievable. But when Gervonta Davis said, I'm not helping that side over there, he a duck. When Gervonta Davis said, what homeboy doing? Why I gotta fight him? Same shit Bud Crawford said, he a duck. Low risk, high reward, right? Who's a lower risk and a higher reward than Shakur Stevenson? But you know what Bud Crawford fans do? Try to act like him and Boots ain't the biggest fight besides Canelo.
Shakur Stevens is not Gervonta Davis' biggest fight either. That's the funniest part. Shakur Stevens is not Gervonta Davis' biggest fight. Devin Haney would be that. If you put them both in the same situation, Devin Haney would be that. Devin Haney's more popular than Shakur Stevenson. So don't tell me Shakur, and it's the same exact situation with both fighters, with Devin and Shakur fan base. Both of them think that they can beat Gervonta Davis. People say both of them can beat Gervonta Davis. That's not the biggest fight of Gervonta Davis' life. Gervonta already had the biggest fight of his life. It did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. The same guy that beat up Devin, the same guy that Shakur Stevenson won a fight. So like I said, to sit up here and lie and act like if Steven Espinoza or Coach Calvin, or matter of fact, I got somebody better. If Leonard Ellerby ever said that about Gervonta Davis, that Shakur Stevenson and them should have paid more homage to get the Gervonta Davis fight, y'all to crucify them and to act like y'all wouldn't, but y'all not going to crucify Bud because y'all be on his dick. Y'all not going to crucify Bud because y'all jock ride too much. Where Shakur Stevenson and Jaron Ennis was in the same exact situation. Two up-and-coming fighters that people think can beat you, that both are notable names. But one got to suck dick and the other don't got to do nothing. Matter of fact, the Gervonta got to pay more homage. Gervonta got to make it happen. The fuck out of here, dog. That goofy ass shit, dog. And that's Terrence Crawford mans. It don't get no more personable with none of you niggas know Terrence Crawford better than Bernie the Boxer. So before you start nut hugging, just understand who said it first. Coach Calvin is not Gervonta Davis' best friend. Steven Espinoza is not Gervonta Davis' best friend. Coach Kenny is not Gervonta Davis' best friend. Too much pressure today. Now I'm making a narrative up when he on YSM Sports Media, who people say is a Boots channel, and I'm wrong for bringing the comparisons up. To sit up here and lie to me on my program as if y'all know they would crucify Gervonta Davis if his team anybody from his team said anything like that. If anybody from his team said anything like that. It's crazy, bro. If you out, then buy. Now you're blocked. I didn't know you was listening or not, homie. I didn't know that you was listening or not, or could give two flying fucks. We wouldn't hear the end of it 100%. And for people to act like we would hear the end of it, it's so fucking disingenuous, dog. It's nasty work. It's nasty work. Now you got to kiss Canelo ring to fight him. It's crazy, dog. But you know what's so crazy, though? Bernie the Boxer also a liar in that situation, because what has Jaron Ennis ever said about Terrence Crawford? When has Jaron Ennis not paid homage to Terrence Crawford? See, not only is he pushing a narrative, but he also being disingenuous. Hey, y'all, can y'all please tell me what Jaron Ennis ever did disrespectful to Terrence Crawford? I'll wait in the comments. I'll wait for y'all to answer me in the comments. What did Jaron Ennis ever do that was disrespectful to Terrence Crawford? I'll wait for the answer. Bernie said he should have paid homage. How did he not pay homage? What more homage can I pay you than being ultra respectful when I see your father? Hey, Bernie, what better respect can I give you? But when I see your father, I show him the utmost respect. I'm ringside at your fight. I ain't in every camera talking about you a duck and you scared to fight me. What else could Jaron Ennis have done? Dave said not a damn thing. He said he want the best, Sky Miller. Ain't that paying homage? He said Sky. He said he want the best. He not paying homage now? Y'all couldn't name what Jerron Ennis did. Bud, Empty the Clip said, Bud Pop's a Boots fan. Nigga was happy to meet Bozy. It's respectful on Boots and Bernie side be talking crazy. Exactly. Josh with the 5 in the super chat. I feel like you gotta respect Bud acknowledging he don't want to fight Boots instead of leading boxing fans on. Also, I don't know what the fuck Bernie talking about. Y'all come up here, man. We can have an open panel about whatever y'all want. If y'all want to talk about this no more, that's fine. I just wanted to cook on it today and bring out more hypocrisies. I'll repost the link. Y'all come up here. We can chop it up. I want everybody to get their bars off. I just want y'all to know y'all some damn Earthmen, and I prove it every damn day. So just so we clear now, y'all, you got to pay homage to get the fight you want. Just so we clear. Hold on, y'all. Appreciate all the love, man. Y'all create nostalgia in the building, dog. Dog didn't want to fight no matter what. Ain't no way you cut, any way you cut it, dog. Simple as that, dog. All this to protect Tank. Now all this to prove hypocrisies, gang. That's what all this for, man. Just to prove hypocrisies in the sport of boxing, to prove his Tank rules, prove it's a double standard, to prove that it's okay to do shit when you other fighters, but when you don't like somebody, it's not okay to do it. That's all. That's all. Anybody want to chop it up? Anybody want to chop it up? If y'all want to chop it up, I'm about to get out of here in a second. We can have an open panel. But I tell you, I'm officially done. Pointing out BS is protecting Tank. I've noticed that too. Let me cook on that too. I've noticed that. Pointing out BS is protecting Gervonta Davis. Y'all is asinine, man. There's something wrong with y'all, man. When I just ask y'all simple questions, could anybody from Gervonta Davis' team get away with what Bernie the Boxer said? And because y'all don't want to say no, Dame, they wouldn't get away with it. People will be making videos calling Tank a duck. They'll be saying this, they'll be saying that, they'll be saying, see, he show you he not scared. Look with Coach Calvin. Y'all know he wouldn't, but because it makes Bud look bad, y'all can't admit it. Because it makes Shakur look bad, y'all can't admit it. And it's sad, bro. Isaiah.
Yo, what up, Dean? Could you hear me okay?
I mean, I can hear you okay, brother. You got the floor, bro.
Yeah, I just want to say, so I guess David Benavidez got to suck the shit out of Canelo, right? Just to get that fight.
That's what he said. That's what Bernie said. He said Boots and Canelo
crazy.
and Benavidez. He said Boots
But you
and
know what,
Benavidez.
man, and it's crazy, Dean, because you hit it right on the nail. If it was Tank who said that shit and his team, the whole everybody and their grandmother, the whole YouTube boxing streets, bro, the haters. They would be putting all these videos about Tank saying, "Oh, he's a duck," but when it comes to Shakur, Bud, even Ray Ford, like it's crazy. I guess from now on we could say, Ray Ford is just trash because he ain't rematch UK
Big ball.
Pitbull. Yeah, I call him UK Pitbull, but he just got fucked up. He let Figgy handle his work.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we could just start pushing that shit, right? It's crazy, Deem. That shit is crazy.
But when Shakur said, Shacky Foster got to pay more homage or he got to fight. Matter of fact, Shakur ain't even say this. Shakur said he got to fight somebody else. But when Gervonta said, what I need to fight him for, I could fight his brother. That same fan base was in the uproar.
Yup. And
Ain't
not
it
only
crazy?
that, crucifying Tank. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad Tank shit playing out the way it's playing out because when he come back, I guess a lot of people forgot too that Tank had that legal case and he came back and knocked out Frank. I guess people just forgot that shit that he came back. I feel like when Tank got some shit going on and he get in the ring, Somebody gonna pay. And I would love to see Tank and Shakur now, since Shakur just did 1.2 million. I don't know how,
That's
but
cat.
I don't know how.
That's cat.
The only thing I could think of is the zone force charging everybody, because at the same
Isaiah,
time,
I want to know, why is it okay for Gervonta to be held to different rules and section? And why is it, look at Joseph, it's too much crying.
nah,
But you know what's
Joseph.
crazy? But guess what, Joseph? Joseph would be the main person up here, right? If somebody said Devin Haney had to pay more homage to get a fight,
He'd be up here riding for him.
could you imagine what Boxing Hacker and Joseph and Jonathan and everybody will be saying if somebody said Devin Haney if Gervonta Davis and Coach Calvin said, if Coach Calvin came out here and said, man, Devin Haney could have got that Gervonta Davis fight, but he ain't pay enough homage, Joseph and them will be up here losing their mind.
Man, Joseph, where are you, bro? Where
He
you
knows
at, bro?
he not even gonna lie about it. He knows that's true.
Look at that shit, man. And it's crazy because it's like you said, Deem. Anybody like Devin, Shakur, it's okay, right? But when it comes to Tank, they wanna crucify the man, bro. And they want to put his name down, and they want to make him seem like he ain't shit of a man. But you know what? That's cool, cause I'll never forget. Tank was outside the club where Devin was at, and what the fuck was Devin doing, bro? Devin was
Hey,
outside the
Isaiah,
car
hold on.
window.
Joseph says y'all said to you. There you go. Yeah, you come up here. Yeah, bring your ass up here.
Yeah,
Joseph.
niggas called my name. You ain't gonna have to say my name
Yeah,
one time.
yeah, Joseph. You said 2
bro.
years ago we said Devin had to be nice to Tank.
Yeah. So y'all didn't say that?
I didn't listen.
I didn't say that
I just
shit.
asked.
Oh
I just
man.
asked if that's what you said or not. Watch this, Isaiah. I just asked if that's what you said or not. That we
Hey.
said 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was one of the narratives going
That was one
around.
of the narratives, right? That was one of the narratives.
Yeah, I know you remember it.
No, cool. I remember. I do remember. And I remember telling you I don't give a fuck what he do. But at the end of the day, I remember that narrative, right? Right?
Yeah.
And what did people say?
Be nice to him. Most of the people.
No, I'm talking about what was the response from Devin and Shakur fans when people was saying that about Tank? Like when people was saying that for Tank, what was the response, Joseph?
Who was that nigga to be nice to? That's what I said.
Right. I'm talking about, wasn't the other side of it? Wasn't people calling him a duck and shit like that?
Oh yeah, he been one though. So like,
no, I agree. I'm just saying the other side of it. Wasn't they calling Gervonta and them a duck? And the people that was saying that for Gervonta, wasn't they saying that y'all protecting Tank and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, be nice to him. That's all I remember.
Okay, so all right. So that means Bernie the Boxer, that means the same thing applies to Terrence Crawford and them, right?
And I agreed with you earlier. And I said,
I
if that's the case,
I just want to make sure.
Tank a duck too. I just want y'all to remember that because y'all was pushing that
No,
2 years ago.
What I want to know is, it depends on if you agree with that or not. That ain't got nothing to what people said 2 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with what y'all believe.
All I'm
or
saying
not.
is y'all was saying the
Joseph,
same thing.
listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about what y'all believe. The Shakurians and Devin fans, y'all and the Bud fans, y'all didn't believe in paying homage. So I'm saying now that Bud, who because the Bud and Shakur fans are basically the same. Now that Bud's side is saying that, I'm just using it in reverse, right?
Now you want to use it in reverse.
I'm just saying because what I'm saying is Gervonta Davis' team never came out and said that though. It was the fans saying that about Tank.
Calvin did say.
Joseph, can you stop cutting me off, brother? Can you stop? The difference is Tank fans was Tank fans saying that. Gervonta, Leonard Ellerby, Coach Calvin, none of them said that. What? Bernie actually said this.
So we gonna say they didn't say that?
They didn't say that, bro.
Hold on, Joseph. Are you listening to me? The biggest difference is it's y'all beliefs I'm pointing out. By y'all beliefs, because y'all was saying when Tank fans was saying that, Joseph, that they protecting Tank and Tank's a duck. So ain't Bud Crawford and Canelo a duck if y'all same mindset applies for Jaron Ennis and Shakur Stevenson.
You a duck.
That's all. Then Terrence Crawford. That's all I'm saying.
No, not now. Can we admit that Tank was a duck? That's all I want to hear.
No.
No, sir.
Hold on.
This the problem.
Hold on. The people, no, listen, Joseph. What you're not understanding is that's y'all beliefs. Y'all believe that you are ducking if you do that. Tank fans was saying, okay, well, he don't need to be doing all of that. The other side is agreeing with Tank. So how can I call Tank fans call Tank a duck, Joseph, if the Shakurians and the Budites who was so against it are agreeing with Tank fans?
So you shouldn't be walking around here calling Bud a duck then.
No, you're not, little bro, you're not hearing me. That fan base was against paying homage. And now they agree with paying homage. Ain't that hypocritical?
All of a sudden, too. This shit out the blue. This shit
I didn't hear nobody that was a Bud fan came up here talking about pay some homage.
Huh?
They was arguing against paying
homage. We're talking about Bernie the Boxer.
Bernie,
he's the biggest Bud fan out of everybody. He is
exactly. That's his right hand man. They probably chilling right now.
I know that's Bernie. I know that's Bernie. But I'm saying if Gervonta Davis' team would have ever said that, wouldn't the whole boxing community still hold Gervonta Davis accountable for that? Wouldn't they still make videos saying he is a duck, Joseph, right?
Well, he been a duck. This ain't the first time he did.
Can you answer the question, bro? Would they be making videos or not if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny came out and said what Bernie said? Would they be making videos and saying he a duck or not? Yes or no?
Yeah, but he been a duck.
So then shouldn't people be making videos saying Bernie the Boxer and Terrence Crawford's a motherfucking duck because you didn't fight Jaron Ennis because he ain't pay enough homage?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Shouldn't they say it is what I'm asking. The ones that was criticizing Gervonta Davis fans, such as yourself.
They can say what they want to say.
The fans like you, Joseph, that was saying y'all are protecting Tank. Shouldn't y'all be saying that Bernie is protecting Bud from Boots?
Nah, Bud retired, so he ain't
but this shit was before.
No, he was speaking on Boots getting the fight with Bud before he retired.
Exactly. This shit before, Joseph.
Well,
you ain't running out, bro.
We didn't hear nothing about nothing. So
can you answer the question, brother? Can you answer the question, brother? Because you pissing me off now. Can you answer the question, brother? For all the people that was calling Gervonta Davis and his fans protecting him and that he's a duck if he's talking about what I gotta fight Shakur for. I have to fight his brother. What'd he do? People like you said, Joseph, you said that y'all was saying 2 years ago that you should be nicer to Tank.
And you said you
can you let me finish? And y'all the same fans that love Bud Crawford that argue against Tank when it comes to Shakur, Devin, and Bud Crawford. Well, Bud Crawford and them team agrees with Tank fans. The same people that criticize Tank fans agree with them.
But Dean, remember though.
I was letting you finish. You said let you finish.
Nah. Joseph, hold on though, because you want to say Tank a duck, but what about Devin, bro? Remember that Loma fight when Shakur ran in that ring?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
He sent him an offer. That's all I remember.
Nah. Devin ducked so hard he went up to 40, bro. Did he not?
It sound good,
bro. This shit is facts, bro.
Isaiah, he gonna take you all around the block with that. We not doing that. Joseph, the same
Devin fans got zero comprehension.
All I want to know, Joseph. All I want to know is, Joseph, the same fans that was criticizing Tank fans for saying that Devin should be paying more homage. Shouldn't they be the same people out here coming at Bernie the Boxer and Bud Crawford and his team for saying the same exact thing?
Nah, because you should go at Bernie because Bernie said I feel.
Terrence Crawford said that Bernie speak for him.
Yeah, but Bernie said I feel. He didn't say.
I feel.
He said, "I feel."
Hold on. No, but when Terrence Crawford was up there on his live, Bernie was giving his opinion, and Terrence Crawford was telling him that I share his opinion.
That's
No, he was just
crazy.
breaking down what was going on behind the
Nah,
scenes.
bro, stop trying to defend this shit and just be honest, bro. Please don't be a boxing hacker, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. It's like you can't be
Y'all
honest,
see?
and you're only
Y'all
honest when
see?
it's your favorite fighter.
Y'all see? Joseph said y'all was saying that he should be nicer to Bud 2 years ago. I mean, Devin should be nicer to Shakur 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, we was telling y'all Jaron Ennis was trying to do everything he could to get the fight with Bud Crawford as well. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy, fam. If you want to say the Tank fans that was saying that was protecting Tank, cool. Just make sure you say the Bud fans and the Shakurian fans and the Keyshawn'ians are protecting Bud Crawford if I sit up there and say that he's a motherfucking ducking Jaron Boots Ennis as well. And that proves it now. That's all I'm asking, fam. I thought y'all shouldn't have to pay homage. Well, Bernie the Boxer and them clearly disagree with you. But it's cool when you got to pay homage to Bud. So then if y'all think the people that was saying that about Gervonta Davis was protecting him and Gervonta Davis was a duck and all this, that, and the third, what applies in the Jaron Ennis situation? So Jaron Ennis got to pay homage, but Shakur didn't? They both wanted the biggest fight of their life with the man at that division. Yup, people. That's what we doing now. Because honesty gets lost now. And I just wanted to show the blatant hypocrisies in today's time, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all the blatant hypocrisies in the daytime. I told y'all we had a great show for y'all today. I told y'all what was coming. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. Find some way, somehow, to defend it when Bernie said it. All Deem asked Joseph, was did he get the same advice to his little homie? That's all I asked. If he feels that way, did he get the same advice to his little homies who was in the same situation as David Benavidez and Jaron Boots Ennis? That's all Dean was asking. David Benavidez, upcoming star, one of the biggest fight of his life. Jaron Boots Ennis, an upcoming star, wanted to fight the man of his division. Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, upcoming superstars, wanted to fight the man of their division. It's just mighty funny in two scenarios when it's Canelo and Bud. The B-side fighter got to pay homage. But when it's Gervonta Davis, the B-side fighter don't got to pay homage. Tank rules. We prove it every time, and I just wanted to prove it again today. Tank rules. Everybody know damn well if Coach Kenny or anybody on Gervonta Davis' team said anything of the sorts, I would be getting added about it on Twitter. Joseph would at me. It's funny Joseph sitting up there talking about it, y'all, but on my daughters, if Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny came out there and said it, Joseph would at me on Twitter and make sure I saw it. To lie and act like the boxing community wouldn't hold Gervonta Davis accountable for that. To lie and act like people wouldn't be like, see, look, I told y'all. What's Shakur got to pay homage for? You hear Tank and his team talking? But when it's Bud Crawford, it's cool. Yeah, Boots, you ain't get the Boots, you ain't get the Bud fight because you ain't pay enough homage. Well, Devin, Shakur, Keyshawn, Y'all ain't get the Gervonta Davis fight because y'all ain't pay enough homage. And in the great fighter of Terrence Crawford words, y'all had a chance to fight him. Y'all all had a chance to fight Gervonta Davis. Just like Terrence Crawford said, Boots and them had a chance to fight him. Y'all all had a chance to fight Gervonta Davis, and y'all didn't pay enough homage. So since y'all didn't pay enough homage, y'all didn't get the fight. Just like David Benavidez and Jaron Boots Ennis. You think I'm lying? Let's listen to what Bernie said, who was Terrence Crawford's best friend. And like KO told me, Terrence Crawford said that he speaks for him. So pretty sure he shares the same ideals. Hold on, y'all. Pretty sure he shares the same ideals. And if what KO told me is what happened, and I'm pretty sure it is, because KO don't just be saying stuff. So I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that Bud Crawford did say that. If he did say that and it's true, well, listen to this.
You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford is all about helping the guys coming up. But I feel like, Boots, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in that direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on,
Shakur, Keyshawn, and Devin fans, if y'all would have paid a little bit more homage and didn't let the media go out here and make these narratives, all these Devin and Shakur channels, if y'all didn't go out here and let them steer the narrative, Shakur, Keyshaunians, and the Hanos clan, y'all would have got the Gervonta Davis fight, dog. Y'all heard what Bernie the Boxer said. Y'all heard what Bernie the Boxer said, gang. Shakur fans, Devin fans, Keyshaunians, everybody everywhere listening to the sound of my voice. Y'all didn't get the fight with Gervonta because, like Bernie the Boxer said, you didn't pay enough homage. Okay? And y'all let these YouTube channels, y'all let the media and the LDBC and all of them, y'all let all of them steer y'all in the wrong direction. Y'all let Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward steer y'all in the wrong direction, gang. Y'all should have paid a little bit more homage to Gervonta Davis, family. If you think I'm lying, if you think Dean lying, just ask Terrence Crawford best friend.
Paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in that direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on. So if you pay a little more homage to Crawford, I think that would have been the best step in the direction. But I feel.
Hey, Shakur, Keyshawn, and Devin, if y'all would have paid a little bit more homage to Gervonta, y'all would have got the fight, dog. Instead of letting the media run with narratives on Gervonta Davis' name, lie on him, say he in Cuba. Hey, Bill, can you tell people to stop saying Gervonta Davis is in Cuba? You might get the fight. Hey, Wiley Moses, can you hit Big Dog Willie up and tell them to stop calling everybody Tankamaniacs? And y'all probably would have got the fight. Keyshawn, if you wasn't out there talking about your tricking a game too long. Keyshawn, if you wasn't out there talking about your tricking a game too long, y'all would have got the Gervonta Davis fight. So if y'all want to know why Frank Martin, Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz, Ryan Garcia, if y'all want to know Devin, Shakur, and Keyshaunians, if y'all want to know why they got the fight, because y'all always ask me, see, y'all, I need y'all to put in the chat, Dame, you's a bad motherfucker. See, I did all that to bring y'all all the way around. I did all of this to bring you around so I can say what I am about to say. Devin fans, Shakur fans, and all the Keyshaunians everywhere. When you ask me why Pitbull and why Ryan and why Hector and why Frank and why Lamont Roach, why they all got the fights? Because before the fight, they paid a lot of homage. See, Y'all can hit the link if you want to argue with me over it. That's fine. Go ahead and hit the link. Just know the next time you ask me why they ain't get the fight, because Frank and Roach and Pitbull and Ryan and Rolly and everybody, they paid homage before they fought Gervonta Davis, my guy. You know, they paid homage. If you want to ask me why. And look. Knock, knock. Y'all niggas is cooked out here, and I just wanted to let you know how cooked you is. So don't ever ask me again why he didn't fight them, because I'm going to just respond, especially if I know you're a Bud Crawford fan. If I know you a Shakur fan and a Bud Crawford fan, first thing I'm going to say to you, because he ain't paid more homage. Gotcha. And I know somebody said, well, Ryan was talking trash. Ryan wasn't talking to trash. Shakur, Keyshawn, and Devin fans was, though. Nah, they wasn't talking that trash. They wasn't talking that trash either, because Earl wasn't talking that as crazy either, huh? Knock, knock. Light skin. Jerron Ennis wasn't out here calling Bud Crawford dark skin. Jerron Ennis wasn't out here talking about you're tricking a game too long. Jerron Ennis wasn't talking about full kill. Jerron Ennis was talking about, he'll never fight me. He don't want no smoke. He's scared of me. Jerron Ennis wasn't doing none of that. Jerron Ennis wasn't naked with his shirt off and his chains on talking about Terrence Crawford is a duck. Jerron Ennis ain't do that. Jerron Ennis ain't post mug shots of Terrence Crawford either. Jerron Ennis ain't do that. So Keyshawn, Devin fans everywhere, Shakur fans, I just want y'all to know that if y'all didn't let the media and these YouTube channels trash Gervonta Davis the way y'all let him trash, just ask Bernie the Boxer, y'all would have got the fight. Yeah, the thing, y'all would have got the fight, bro. And if you think I'm lying, Devin, Keyshawn, Shakur, just listen to y'all big homies.
Guys coming up. But I feel like, Boots, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in the direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on. So if you paid a little more homage to Crawford, I think that would have been the best step in the direction. But
y'all heard what y'all big homie said. Keyshawnians and Shakurians, y'all heard what y'all big homie said, gang. Don't argue with me. Argue with Bernie. Gotcha. Yep, I do remember that, CMC, but the Shakurians and Keyshawnians act like they don't remember that. So I just want y'all to have a good night. And remember, y'all, the reason why Keyshawn, Shakur, and Devin ain't get the Tank fight, well, just listen to Bernie the Boxer on why David Benavidez and Jerron Ennis ain't get the Terrence, the Crawford and Canelo fight. Just listen to him.
If he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, that would have been a bit more step in the direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead what's going on. So if you pay a little more homage to Crawford, I think that would have been the best step in the direction. But I feel like,
dag, Bernie, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, gang. John Smith, it's crazy, ain't it, dog? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, all right. Bud Crawford era. All right, Bud duck boots and Tank duck Haney, Key, and Shakur. Well, guess what? The Bud Crawford era, the fact that I can get the Bud Crawford era to admit that he ducked Jerron Ennis, I'm glad I got a Bud fan to admit that. Since you wanted to try to prove your point, Dame knew you would go there too. See, the Bud Crawford era, y'all niggas is not smarter than me. If the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, you are admitting duck Jerron Ennis, you admitted that Bud Crawford era. Not me. You admitted that Bud Crawford era. The number one pound for pound fighter in the world, duck Jerron Ennis. Jerron Ennis is the best fighter in the world, like I've been telling you. I'm a bad motherfucker. The Bud Crawford era. Thank you, the Bud Crawford era, for admitting that Terrence Crawford, if Bernie is saying that Terrence Crawford ducked Jerron Ennis, I will concede. Okay, Tank ducked Shakur, Keyshawn, and Devin. You got it, bro. Then now Jerron Ennis is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, fam. Thank you. Jerron Ennis was admitted by the biggest Terrence Crawford fan, if y'all think I'm lying. Jerron Ennis was admitted. You know this guy's a Terrence Crawford fan because he named his channel the Bud Crawford Era. Just so we clear, y'all, Jerron Boots Ennis is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. And if he's not, ask the Bud Crawford Era if he was ducked by the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. God damn, I'm bad with this shit. God damn, I'm cold with it. Ain't a Bud Crawford era. Thank you for falling into that trap, my guy. I appreciated the Bud Crawford era. The fact that I got somebody who named themselves the Bud Crawford era to admit that he ducked Jerron Boots Ennis. That's what I was trying to get to anyway. That was the whole point of the show. If you're going to be fair. And you would have to admit that Canelo ducked David Benavidez, and the two ducks chose to fight each other. Hit the link. Yeah, Jerron Boots Ennis, thank you to Bud Crawford era. Jerron Boots Ennis is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world because he was ducked. And then David Benavidez was ducked by the face of boxing. And then those two ducks chose to fight each other. We respecting ducks now? Can you be the number one pound for pound fighter in the world and be a duck? The Terrence Crawford era. Can you type now? Can you be the number one pound for pound fighter in the world and be a duck? Is Boots even on the list? No, but Terrence Crawford was at the top of it, and he ducked Jerron Ennis. Asked the Bud Crawford era. The Bud fans said that. Joseph, why you trying to defend it? Joseph, do I got to go back to the comment? Hold on, where the comment at, man? Where he at? I hope it ain't go to the shadow realm. No, there it go. Joseph, look at your screen, Joseph. The Bud Crawford era admitted that. Look what he said. All right, Bud duck Boots. This makes no sense because not Bud saying why he didn't make the fight and the third party opinion is not, hey, Tori, that third party opinion, Bud Crawford said speaks for him, brother. Tori, I don't know if you was here to hear that part, but Bud Crawford got on the Bernie the Boxer live and said that Bernie the Boxer speaks for him. Just like Devin said, Bill Haney speaks for him. Whatever my dad said, I agree with. That's what they said, man. Whether that's not a Bud fan, that's a troll, it doesn't even matter. I just want to make sure we're going to have some consistencies around this bitch. That's all. So now that we got that straight, okay, Bud Crawford is a damn duck then. Or is he? Or is paying homage, or is asking somebody to not pay homage, is it a duck or is it not? I would love for somebody to argue with me about it. So should fighters have to pay homage? Because if fighters should have to pay homage, then you agree with Gervonta Davis and his fans that Devin and Shakur and you agree with Bernie the Boxer, right? But if you don't think that you should have to pay homage, then that means Bernie the Boxer was talking full of bullshit. That was just excuses to not fight Boots, right? I just want to know which one do you believe? Which one is it? Do you believe that Bernie was right, that fighters should have to pay homage? Well, if fighters should have to pay homage, then that means Keyshawn and Devin and Shakur, they're wrong. They shouldn't approach trying to fight Gervonta Davis that way that they have been for the last couple years. And if you don't think that you should have to pay guys homage, then you think what Bernie the Boxer said is some bullshit. Then you think that was just an excuse to not fight Jaron Boots Ennis. You think that was just an excuse for Canelo to not fight David Benavidez. I would like to know, Sexy Kendra and everybody else, I would like to know, which side are you on? Dean would just like to know, which side are you on? Or is it like we know what it is? Is it just the Tank rules? See, I don't think when Bernie said that, I don't think he would think how people would use that in reverse. I don't think he thought that through. But I did. I really honestly don't think Bernie thought that through when he said that. But I did, because he was speaking from his heart. That's how he really feel. That's how him and Bud and them really feel. So now that we clear, this is the Boots era, like Sexy Kendra said. He was ducked by the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world, because all Shakur fans have ever told me, why he gotta be nice to Tank? Why Devin gotta be nice to Tank? Why Boots gotta be nice to Bud to get a fight when he was his mandatory? Shakur and Devin ain't never been Tank mandatory. Boots was. But y'all got it. Y'all have a great day. I notice certain people ain't hit the lane. Y'all notice people don't really be wanting to debate, Dean. I know. YouTube know who really do this shit now. I think it's clear. I told y'all I would wean everybody out. Didn't I tell y'all Dean was going to wean everybody out when I first started this channel? Remember when I first started, people couldn't wait until I figured you out. And Dean get more and more controversial, because I want you to try to argue. I want the world to hear the bullshit that y'all do to go through hoops. As the great philosopher 2 Cent Boxing would say, I love to see the Johnson bouncing. I love to see the Johnson bouncing. I love to have y'all in shambles, man. I told y'all I was going to win y'all out. Y'all know them other YouTube channels. Joseph know. Them other channels, they don't want no smoke. Not for real. They'll throw little sneaks and do all that. They ain't going to come tell me. Because how could you argue it? See, one thing people realize when they debating me, one thing they have come to realize is that I might not be smarter than them. He might be setting me up for real, for real. He might let me get my whole point across and know that I'm going down that road and got an example just waiting for it. You know? I know y'all wasn't ready for this conversation today. I know y'all was caught off guard. I knew y'all would be scrambling to look for something. I ain't give you enough time to think about it. And then all of y'all was fucked up when I asked you one question. If anybody from Gervonta Davis' team would say this, would he not get crucified for it? Yeah, you light work, Dame. I light work when you want to lie. Anything is light work when you don't want to play fair. You know? Ask Ryan Garcia, Joseph Jackson. Yeah, things are light work when you don't want to play fair. When you don't want to be honest, Joseph. Hey, Joseph, you set yourself up for that. I just got you. You see how good I am at this, Joseph? I just got you, Joseph. You're right. Things are light work when you don't want to be honest. You're right, Joseph. When you know when you don't want to keep it real and you want to take the easy way out, And you want to cause chaos like Ryan Garcia did before the Devin fight, and you want to play weight games and all that, it should be light work. Because you ain't playing fair. Hey Joseph, you're 100% right. Yeah, you know you're 100% right. Just like Ryan Garcia. I'm a bad motherfucker, Joseph. Everything is like Cotto was light work for Margarito when he wasn't playing fair. You let Wilder fans tell it. Fury was like Wilder was light work for Fury when he wasn't playing fair. When he wasn't having integrity, when he wasn't having honesty. So sure, Joseph, I'm probably light work to you when you can't answer a question. When you gotta dance around it. The minute I asked you if Coach Calvin or anybody from Gervonta Davis' team says this, and you say yeah, you cooked. The minute you say yeah, Tank could get crucified if he said that, you cooked. To anybody with a logical mind. But Joseph, we know your brain hasn't fully developed yet because you ain't 25 or older yet. So we know your brain hasn't fully developed yet. It's okay. Love you, little bro. Love you, little bro. Y'all already know what this is, though, right? Dean, by any means. And I holler at y'all Earthmen. Oh, yeah, and everybody who watch my show and then talk about what I talk about after my show, just know we know. Oh, yeah, before I end it, everybody who watches my show and then you go live after me and then you start talking, or see, I'll know you talking about me because I'll know where you just got that from. You can't even deny it. So you ain't got to say Dean name. Just know Dean no. But just know I know you'll never say it to me. You know? Just know I know y'all try to laugh it off. You'll try to not answer questions. Just know Dean no. Okay? Don't think you slick. You're not. But guess what I do? I pay y'all that same favor after I pay y'all the same favor the next day. That's what I do. I told Chris Trucker when I first started this channel, I let people talk that like to talk. You get to see how full of shit they are. So all y'all who go live after me and talk about exactly what I talk about, don't worry about it. I check yours out and I know what to talk about the next day. You're doing me a favor, pimp. And you know what make it even nastier? That y'all can't even act like somebody attacking y'all. Y'all can't even act like you don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying. You won't have an argument for it, though. No, Bud moved up. Tory, you're lying. Bud moved up to fight a bigger name than himself. Nobody Gervonta Davis can move up to is bigger than him. What are you talking about, Tory? See how the Johnson bounces start? Tory didn't think this through. Tory said Bud moved up for a bigger name. Who can Gervonta Davis move up for that's a bigger name than him? Stupid. Canelo didn't move up for a bigger name. See, you should have used Canelo as an example, but you can't. Because then you would have to admit that you okay with Gervonta Davis fighting Noah Inoue at 130. Tory, you didn't think this through. Stupid. Yeah, Bud did move up to fight a bigger name than himself. Who can Gervonta Davis move up to and fight a name? Who can Gervonta Davis move up to and fight a bigger name than himself? You didn't think that through. Shout out to Just Do in the building. You didn't think that through before you said that, Tory. Tory, where you go? Did you just not tell me? Did you just not? You said Terrence moved up to fight a bigger name. Who can Gervonta Davis move up to that'll be a bigger name than him? He is the name, stupid. Are you dumb? Shout out to Rick Timms. Y'all make sure y'all go show my guy Rick Timms some love. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to my guy Rick Timms. Bigger name than Boots, I mean. Okay. So what? Gervonta Davis, Tory, Dippo, Fort Ryan Garcia, who's a bigger name than Devin, Shakur, and all of them niggas. So what the fuck are you talking about? Tory, you didn't think that through, bro. Tory, just stop typing, bro. Because you're clearly not that intelligent. A bigger name than Boots, I mean. And Gervonta Davis, Fort Ryan Garcia, who's a bigger name than Shakur, Devin, and all of them niggas. Again, Tory, did you think it through, sir? What school did you niggas go to? Like, before y'all type something, you didn't think that through. Well, damn, if I say this, then Dean could sit up there and say, well, Gervonta, Fort Ryan Garcia was the bigger. You didn't even think about that. Sammy, these niggas are stupid. You did not take time out before you typed that. You see, now we could prove your biasness. See, Tory, in the last two comments you sent, you just proved your biasness. Tank rules. You just proved it, gang. Yeah, Bud did move up to fight a bigger name than himself. Tank is the name. He can't move up to fight nobody bigger than him. Ryan not bigger in legacy. Legacy don't mean name. Again, Tory, you didn't answer. Again, Tory, you didn't answer. Bud didn't fight Canelo just because he fought him because of the money. And just because you got more legacy than somebody don't make you a bigger name. Hey, Tory, did you think this through? Who's the bigger name, Lennox Lewis or Mike Tyson? Stupid. Damn, this nigga is dumb. And I'm frying you just because you in the comments. Hey, Tory, who's a bigger name? Lennox Lewis or Mike Tyson? Tory. Shakur more decorated than Ryan. You right. And who's more decorated, Lennox Lewis or Mike Tyson? Because the point I'm making is just because you're more decorated still don't make you a bigger name. That doesn't matter. Dummy. You said he moved up to fight a bigger name. That's what you said. Bigger name, just because you can have a lesser legacy than somebody and still be a bigger name. Y'all say Gervonta got a lesser legacy than Shakur and Devin. Who's the bigger name? Tory. Did you think that through, stupid? I'm going to give you another chance to respond. We got a clear example in Gervonta Davis, who you clearly, Tory, think Devin and Shakur got a better legacy than. Are they a bigger name than Gervonta Davis? Do you get more credit for fighting Shakur and Devin or Gervonta? Tank has had many fights since. Goddamn, now you're blocked because you don't even want to keep it real. Now you want to talk about how many fights Tank has had. Nigga, get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Your biasness is showed. That's how you cook somebody, y'all. They don't think about what they say before they say it. That was hilarious on the way out the door, I might add. They don't think about what they say before they say it. Stupid. Are you dumb? So y'all can go on your platforms and cry all y'all want. You won't hit this link and tell me no different. You won't call me a tankomaniac. You won't tell me I'm lying. And you won't have an argument to beat what I'm saying. You know what y'all gonna say, Deem? You just want to be right. No, nigga, I am right. That's the difference. Certain things are just facts. It's not that I want to be right. I just am right. That's the difference. And y'all hate when a nigga tell you he was right. Right again. Right again. Coach Calvin or Coach Kenny ever said some shit like that out of that Bernie the Boxer said, y'all niggas that crucified Gervonta Davis. And to try to sit up there and act like y'all wouldn't, it's the most disingenuous. It just shows me again. And this is why Dean do what I do. This is why I do what I do. Because if I don't keep it real, y'all will do exactly what Bernie said. What you say, Bernie? Hold on, Bernie. What you say people would do? Hold on, Bernie. I want to make sure we hear it. Y'all going to do exactly what Bernie said. Look.
I feel like you know, Boots, you know, if he would have, like I said, it's like with David Benavidez, you know, if he'd have paid a little more homage to Crawford, you know, that would have been a bit more step in that direction instead of listening to the media and trying to let the media lead.
Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin, if y'all would have just paid more homage and didn't listen to the media and these YouTube channels and all of them, y'all would have got the Gervonta Davis fight, gang. That's what Bernie is saying. He's saying if for Boots and David Benavidez, it has to apply to Keyshawn, Devin, and Shakur, right? Or because they want to fight Tank is different. Oh, and I ain't pushing the narrative. Bernie the Boxer said this on YSM Sports Media. I just heard it and replying to it. That's all Dean doing. Just pointing out hypocrisies, you know. I know y'all don't like that, though. I get it. So if Boots had to pay more homage, if David Benavidez had to pay more homage, surely Keyshawn Davis with 13, 14 fights had to pay more homage, right? Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, surely, right? No? Y'all already know what this is, man. Dean, by any means. And I'll holla at y'all.
I think I saw the same thing when you told me about loving. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. I think I saw the same thing when you told me about loving. Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Kid from bad cities with good hearts. We had bad starts, now we gotta push the start. It's sunny outside, but the ceiling just come apart. Can't be a teacher if you scared to leave your mark. I'm A+, hope my daughter keeping her grades up. It's hard to reach out, especially when you way up. The clothes can be loud, but that really don't say much. Roll around the Fanta, I'm smoking a beige blunt. I want black people to come together, I can't front. Like hot sauce, crossovers on N1. They want me to hate myself, not say that I'm handsome. For this money, they holding our integrity ransom. When you gift it, just know they want Christmas canceled. So I stay with the Tommy, cause on this mic I'm Bruce Lee when it come to karate. You gotta listen, somebody taught Mr. Miyagi. That's just shit you gotta learn. That's why kids sit on the potty. Guess it's my job to tell them. Then I'm young, black, and elegant. Did I mention intelligent? With the heart the size of an elephant, with rhymes that cut the mustard, that give you something you can relish in. I'm hot, dog, what that mean if I can't eat? I'm on a beach, feet burning from the sand heat. A lot of people got voices that can't speak. Record labels put out diss songs so we can beef. Y'all better wake up, they want a female thinking they beauty come from makeup. She don't want to get left behind, so she went and got a fake butt. She worried about her lace front, I'm trying to get a lake front. Swear I'm the hottest, like the 7th and 8th month. Never been a crash dummy, no lie, I can't stunt. These rappers dull, they can't make the cut. You ever felt like good enough wasn't good enough? Your mom made you mad and you couldn't cuss? I know the feeling, that's why I ain't chillin' till my children got $1 million. And the whip Sicilian, but the passenger Brazilian. Wayne taught me one thing in this game, is no ceilings. My bars like Alex Fleming, discovering penicillin. But somehow I'm still sick, suck at blackjack. 21 and up, I still hit. Thanks for rocking with me, cause we said real Chris had the same impact as a slap from Will Smith.